Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stone's Live Poker. I am Jake Rosensteel, here with my counterpart,
Justin Kelly.
Justin Kelly. And we got 5-5 no limit hold'em tonight. And it's also Monday Night Football, and the house is giving away lots of money for rack attacks and touchdowns and whatnot.
Free money's my favorite.
Yeah, who doesn't love like house money? So plus EB. There's also a killer 8-16 Omaha game that is being pitched tonight. So get down, use the Stones app, put your name on the list, and jump into one of these games. There's a bunch of cash.
Those magical orange chips in the Omaha game.
Are they salmon chips?
Salmon colored?
Salmon.
We'll take it. Well, they're fresh though, because they only bust them out for that game, so they're nice and clean. A little too clean.
Too clean. Can't trust them. 5-5 no limit hold'em. Interesting lineup cast of characters. Got one of our favorite Deej boys in the game, Nick Colvin. You see him there in seat 4. Go around the table. In seat 1, Dr. Kelly G.
And last time we saw her, actually, she was rocking the hat. She was super low pro, incognito.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, okay, there's Kelly. I actually see her this time.
She actually has her face. Yeah.
She's there. Yeah, the nice headshot there.
Speaking of people with problems, Spencer.
Spence. Yeah.
Spencer's in the game.
I love it. There's the Spencer headshot with the Nintendo hat too. Totally approved.
Crusher.
Totally approved.
We all know Spencer from Rockin' the Cash Games here. He also took, was it 4th place, 5th place? He final tabled the World Series event.
Yeah, I think it was 4th. Yeah, the employee event, the very first event, crushed it. Absolutely.
Yeah. In seat 3, Reggie. Reggie's been on the stream a lot lately. I keep going back and forth, or I think he goes back and forth, where he'll play like super taggish, really tight, aggressive, and then he'll just come out of nowhere and put a ton of pressure on people.
I believe we call that gears.
He's got gears.
We got gears. He's got at least a 6-speed transmission in there, I promise.
We just mentioned Nick Colvin, one of our favorite Deej boys. Get a better headshot, Nick. What is that? Trying to look all, I don't even know what that is. Turn your hat around. I don't know. We give him shit because we love him. Nick's in the game. Nick plays pretty tight. We give him a lot of hell about that, but he's got a lot of problems. He's got position on Reggie and Spencer. Naomi's got position on Spencer. That's good for him. In seat 5, we got J.A. I think this is his first time on the stream with us.
Mystery man. He's got an all gray headshot there, as you can see. So super mystery man.
Can't get any reads off of that.
Nope.
Seat 6, we got McPherson. I'm screwing this up.
McLovin?
McCrossan? MP Crossan.
MP Crossan.
Love it. He's in the game. We don't have chip stacks or chip counts for any right now. Hopefully we'll get those up on the screen soon. In seat 7, Aaron.
Good old Aaron. We've seen Aaron on lots of these streams.
Yeah. He's a pressure cooker. Player I'm excited to watch here is Bill in seat 8.
If we remember, for those of us who joined us last stream, last Wednesday, I believe it was the hand right before the last hand, huge hand with Bill and Val, and it was absolutely crazy the way the whole hand played out. If you missed it, go back and watch it. It was our Veronica and Friends game. It's hilarious though, because Bill is such a good sport. Bill makes a super stab at the pot on the river, fires out just methodically stacks out $400 in chips.
Yeah, 400 or 500, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, and then basically just pushes him out, and Val snap calls so fast she beats him to the pot, just throws out a chip for insta call, and instead of just flipping out or being in it, Bill just smiles and he just pushes his stack instead of the middle, he pushes it directly to Val's stack.
He's like turning on like a little blinker and like, okay, now we're gonna go this way.
It was just hilarious. He's just like, push him out and over to Val. Hilarious. Go back and watch it.
Bill's a player who, he didn't come here to like knit up and Bill came here to like play cards and like like put pressure on people, and we love having Bill in this game.
Yeah.
Another player who likes to cook up some pressure on players is Jake in seat 9. We've seen Jake make a lot of moves at a lot of pots. I've played a lot of poker with Jake. He's a lot of fun to play with, but he's gonna put you to the test, you know. Kelly's got to like be in a position. She actually might have the best seat in the house, with having position on Bill and Jake. Although she does have Spencer immediately to her left, but as it is.
And we got T in the dealer box.
T in the dealer box. Pretty good lineup. Get down here. Get in the game. 816 Omaha. I'm kind of like dying right now. I like doing the straight
because you want to be able to.
There's an 816 going.
I know. But dude, bust out the app, put your name on there, and they'll call your name, and I'll be like, and that's how I lose my commentator again. Every time. Jake's like, sorry man, duty calls.
I gotta go.
No, but it is good. Actually, I was coming down here a little bit earlier than usual tonight, so I used the app, popped my name on the list just to see who was there. It's like, oh, okay, a couple people in front of me, just hopped in right here, showed up, like seat open, I'm in.
Game on.
Yeah.
So there we see our chip stacks. Looks like most players are somewhere between 100 and 200 bigs deep. So it should be a good game.
Yeah, for those of you who might be joining us for the first time, guys, the reds are $5 chips, the greens are 25s, and the blues are singles. So looks like AA Ron's got a pretty healthy stack of green there. Actually, a few of our players actually have some pretty healthy stacks of green. You got Colvin over there in seat 4 in the all red bungalow here.
The red brick army.
Sometimes I like to keep it all red and just build the massive tower.
Yeah.
Massive tower. It makes me feel better. Then when I lose it all, it makes me more sad. So good times. Yeah. Last, I see the Veronica and Friends game, man. Last week, the Veronica and Friends game, Lon had a rough night.
Lon was stepping in hosting for Veronica, and Lon got coolered.
Yeah, Lon got coolered a lot.
Oh,
here we go. Here's some chip stacks. We got a quick flash. Looks like over half the table sitting at 1K plus, or 1K at least. So
I jumped in that game right after the stream was over, and I assumed the role of Lon and found the coolers.
Oh no! Did you sit in that seat though?
No.
Okay, yeah, no.
Lost kings to queens, and lost aces to Val's ace 3.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. No, but here's the best part. What was the flop?
10-7-4.
10-7-4.
Val has ace 3.
She jams it, and you lose with aces. Yeah. Just figure that one out. Just figure that one out, guys.
All right, we got cards in the air.
J Hobb, 1919.
Master C, Rick and Barstow, Ryan 007.
Road 79, all the usuals. What's going on, guys? Fantastic. All right, first hand of the night. Let's get this party started. So I don't think there's any 7 deuce fun games we're playing.
5-way limp pot.
Yeah. 6 deuce 9, couple of hearts out there. Looks like JA spikes his deuce.
MP Carlson's going to lead out of this pot. He limped under the gun. Now we see what he's got. He limped 9-7 off under the gun.
You know, it's funny. Master C says seat 6 with that hat looks a little like Jamie Gold. It's funny.
I was just thinking
I caught that same thing too. I saw it earlier and I'm like, wow, why did I feel like that's like this Jamie Gold look to it? I'm glad, I'm not like, does anybody else see this? Is it just me? Okay.
So MP bets 10. JA is a defensive big blind with a 7 Dewey. 5 comes off and he goes check. Hearts get there, it's going to check through. Yeah, very Jamie Gold.
Very Jamie Goldish.
How'd you do with the football games this week? You make any bets? Watch any games?
No, I didn't have any bets going on. No, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot craziness. What about you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. You just talked about it.
Yeah, I brought it up. I just want to I want to hurt. So
it's like, what happened? I had a bad experience. Yeah, what happened? I had a bad experience. I don't want to talk about it.
So we got a live $10 straddle here from AA Ron. We tend to go.
All right, so Bill's coming along here. Action over to Spencer with 10 jack. He's going to come along, make the calls well for 10.
Nick ace jack on the button. I would expect him to open here and open pretty large over all these limpers.
And
he's been standard size open.
Yeah, it looks like a little pot builder actually almost at that point. Oh, 40. Okay, I thought it was 30. I'm like, 30.
Okay.
30 is ever going to get everybody in there.
Wow. And Aaron will not call the 9-7 of clubs at the straddle.
He wasn't paying attention to Veronica's 9-7? Or, yeah, no, Val's 9-7?
Val's 9-7?
Yeah.
Bill makes a call, however. Heads up to the flop. And, oh wow, that's when a jack 10.
Yeah, Queen 8-9.
Spencer had a jack 10.
Yeah, he did.
Folded it. Bill hits his queen. Checks over Nick.
Nick's got a gut shot straight draw here.
That's 55.
And obviously, Bill, along with his pair, has the same gut shot straight draw. He's not going anywhere. He's going to go ahead and call. And ace peels off, giving Nick now a better pair with the same straight draw. Great card for Nick here. Pot's about 220. Bill checks over to Nick. And Nick's going to come in with some heat. What was that? About 100? Oh, 80.
Nick's trying to size his bet here to bring Bill along. I think he's, with the fact that Bill limped under the gun and flat of the raise, Bill can't be like super strong here. He's probably got exactly the type of hand that he's got, or he's putting him kind of on that range.
Pair and a straight draw.
Pair and some sort of straight draw. Trying to price him in and making a call here. He does. This is a nice brick for Nick.
Check.
Wow, Nick checks back. I'm a little surprised there.
Yeah, and I don't know if Nick's played with Bill before. I mean, just in general, I mean, Nick was definitely playing it safe. Pot was already 380. I think Nick was, he obviously didn't want to get check raised there and have to actually think about it. I think he was just kind of playing it standard there, just playing it safe. I think he should have went for a little bit of value there, solidly.
Yeah, I think it's hard to put him on an ace. I mean, I guess like ace 8, ace 9. I mean, you're losing there, but I mean, when Bill doesn't check raise a turn, I think it's less likely for him to have something like that. I think your pair aces with the jack kicker there is going to be pretty good. I mean,
the majority of the time.
I think we can value it there. I mean, we've got to be careful with our sizing. Try to find something that makes you can call over the hand like Queen 10, something like that.
And you never know with this, as this game moves on too, you might see more of that. Well, now he's like, okay, well now I kind of have an idea of what he's playing or where he's at or how he's playing, the strength of his hands.
Yeah.
So maybe later he will start firing out more value bets against that.
And the other thing is, like, this game was going on, before about an hour or so before we started the stream. I mean, Nick might have saw a hand we didn't know. I mean, we haven't seen all the hands previous to this. Bill might have, check all down a monster earlier and then gone to check raise river. So I mean, there might be some history there as well. What I thought was interesting about the hand, something that didn't get involved, we saw Spencer try to, over limp in the jack 10 and then fold it to the open from Nick. I wouldn't be, with Nick on the button and a very aggressive player, I wouldn't be trying to limp hands into it unless I was intending to call raises, because Nick's going to probably try to abuse that button all night long.
Yeah, regardless of his hand, yeah.
And I just don't like folding jack 10, so
it's true.
Also knock on Spencer.
T. Burke, what's going on, buddy? Welcome.
Queen 8, 2 diamonds. JA is going to fire out his gut shot. Power position, and we abuse our button. Yes.
Good button, excellent, good. Right on. So quick look at the chip stacks. I think there's a good amount of money on the table. I think like 7-8K at least, something like that.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Not bad. Come on down, hang out, get some Monday Night Football games going on. We're doing splash pots when there's touchdowns. Like I said, free money. And if you don't like free money, then you're doing it wrong.
T-Berg asked did I get any of the rack attack pots yesterday. Yeah. I think I won 2 of them yesterday.
Oh, so, wow. Ballin'.
Yeah, yesterday was a swingy session. Oh my god.
I'm king of the world. I'm nothing. I'm king of the world. I'm nothing. Dang it.
Finally, booked a small win, but I think I have to find a lot of hands.
Well, you book a small win so you can take the kiddos to Toys R Us and then spend it all, because poker pays.
Hashtag poker plays. Pays. Well,
poker plays too, I guess. Alright, so it looks like AA Ron here from the big blind, or from the small blind, is going to pop it up to 25. With ace deuce off. He's got an ace, he's in there. Alright, so it looks like 3 players going to the flop.
Jack 8-4, 2 clubs. MP Crossan hits his jack. He's in position. Or no, he's on the button. Checks to not Jamie Gold. He bets 20.
He's gonna come up with nicknames. That's not Jamie right there. And Aaron's out of there.
Bill, backdoor straight, backdoor clubs is not done with a king 9 offsuit.
Nope. And now he's definitely gonna have that gut shot straight draw. You know, the funny thing about Bill is, we've seen Bill do this before. We saw Bill do it last time on the stream, where he doesn't necessarily need to have anything. He's totally comfortable in just floating and then firing and hanging out and seeing where he's at. And I think this is going to get through right here. And
there it is.
Welcome to the table. That's poker. Welcome, Bill.
Bill.
And the thing is, if he goes all in and he gets snap called, he's really nice because he just pushes the stack right to you. I mean, he's he facilitates it the whole 9. I love it. See, but the only difference between this and the Veronica and Friends game is they're not barreling nearly as much wine.
Yeah, I know. Huge difference there.
They need to be barreling more wine.
And with Kelly, Spencer, and Nick in the game, I'm a little surprised they're not. I'm not saying that they're all lushes, but I'm saying, I mean, Spencer's a lush.
Just saying.
Yeah. Action folds over to Nick. He opens up the Jack 10. The Crossan calls 20 on the out of the hijack. No, I'm sorry, out of the cutoff. Queen 3 off. Am I reading that right?
Are we? Is this the trust tree, the nest? All right, ace 7-3 coming down. Jake spikes the ace. Looks like MP Crossan picked up a little piece of that with his 3. Now 4 comes on the turn. Looks like it was checked through on the flop. And you're gonna have Jake definitely fire the ace out now. And everybody goes away.
So I'm a little curious what MP Crossan's thought process is there, flatting the Queen 3 off. He must think, one, he probably was thinking, okay, there's got to be a large number of boards you can take the pot away from Nick being in position. But maybe kind of, had to change the plans when some other players overcalled after him and didn't think he could take it away. Or he just wants to give someone a bad beat story by calling with Queen 3 off.
He's like, dude, so then this guy flips over Queen 3. You'll never believe it.
Yeah.
That's step 1, is put the other players on tilt. Step 2, take all their money.
Yes.
It's a fine process, really.
Spencer is showing off his chip tricks over there. Reg's gonna open the pot. Makes it 15 to go with the ace queen off. And here we see MP Crossan Jack Deuce. Suited.
Cheers.
Cheers.
For those of you who might just be joining us every time we say suited, every time somebody at the table says suited, it's time to drink. But it was suited. Jeez. All right, 6-4-8. I'm just laughing at our chat. All these fun names. 6-4-8. Look at this, couple of hearts. Monster flop, straight flush draw for Jake D here. Possible runner nut heart for Reggie F as well, who was our original aggressor. Look at this, Bill's gonna fire out 75. Instant call by Jake, obviously, here.
Yeah, Bill's got top pair and inside straight draw.
And Dr. Kelly's got bottom too, like, well, okay, this is not exciting.
It's a pretty wet board. There's a lot of players in this spot.
Super wet board, and with how quick Jake called, I mean, Jake, zero hesitation. Zero hesitation. So if you're Kelly, you gotta be thinking, even if I'm good now, I have to fade the world.
Kelly's just going to call and hope to see a pure turn card. And Kelly actually is probably going to like that turn card. Unless someone actually just has specifically ace-8, hand like that.
And really, with the 75 and the snap calls, I don't see a lot of ace-8s out there, ace-6s maybe. I mean, maybe, but nah, I don't know. But not for that sizing, not that fast.
Jake bets 150. Kelly calls.
Flat.
And Bill gets out of the way. Nine.
Jake has the world of outs and bricks everything. Spikes a 9. Now let's see. Yeah, now he's just gonna concede this, and yeah, Kelly's gonna check back, play it safe, obviously.
It's not the worst river card, but it's not a good one either.
No,
Kelly checks back.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and that's we've all done that. The shake your cards, like guys, I had the world, and now and I got nothing. I don't know what happened.
King, the stone's low. I love our chat. 6, 7, 8, only the best. What's up?
I love it. It's funny, you know, our chat's going off about all these nicknames for hands, and it is pretty funny because if you're there's been plenty of times where I've introduced friends of mine to poker, and you know, I'm playing with other poker players, and we can just throw out any sort of random acronym, and of course it's like, okay, well that means they have whatever, you know, they have ace king, they have this, they have, you know, pocket eights, they whatever.
Big slicks,
you know,
no man.
Yeah, Brunson, whatever, and you know, and my buddies don't believe me. They're like, oh, you're just making shit up. I'm like, Brunson, and I just like write it down on a piece of paper, and my buddy just says it out loud, and I flip over the paper. I'm like, dude, come on, you know, like you know it.
Reggie under the gun with the ace 9 of clubs.
And he's gonna make the call.
Just gonna limp in.
Jay's checking out over to not Jamie Gold. MP Crossan coming in, doing a little min raise. He's up to 10.
MP Crossan's drinking wine. I like this guy.
I like this guy. So is that a 3?
So Jake on the button.
Yeah, raised to 40 over there.
Remember, we like abusing our button. Jake puts in the 3-bet with a 9, 6 of hearts, and we love it.
And you know why too? Because he was upset that he missed on that 9, 10 of hearts on his straight flush draw. So he's like, okay, hearts are coming this time for sure. Because we're results oriented here at Stones.
Spencer's gonna call with 6s. Reggie comes in as well.
Jake has no idea how locked he is between Spencer 6s and Reggie's ace 9.
And Bill's got a beautiful hand with a jack 10 of diamonds.
Wow, this could be an interesting flop. Suited aces, what's going on? Welcome.
Like I said, jack 10 just doesn't ever miss. He's on the 7-3-5.
I know, 3-5-7, couple of diamonds, flush draw for Bill. And that's actually, now it's right in the middle of Spencer's range here too. Along with this pair, he has
not the worst board for Spencer.
Yeah, he has a straight draw as well. Stones, it is a Nintendo controller hat, you know it. A, B, up, down, left, right, start. Select, start, combo.
Bill leads into Jake for 35. Jake makes a call. Spencer does have the 6 of diamonds as well. It's not the worst spot to check raise.
And Spencer's gonna
Just gonna call.
Here. Yeah. $10. Okay, that's definitely a card Bill likes to see there for sure. So Bill spikes a 10 along with his flush draw.
Jake's still drawn to the 8.
Jake with dinner for 2. And Bill's definitely, and this is one of those things we saw him do before, where he's putting in, you know, whatever that is, 70 to 80% of his stack, and that's just kind of a weird sizing thing, you know, for me. It's like, obviously you're dedicated with the rest of your stack.
And it's gonna cut off Jake here. Jake doesn't have the implied odds call. I mean, the graphic shows that Bill's got 535 back. You can see the stack. He's got a whole lot of green back there that we can't see.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, it looks like he bet 205 and he's got, you know, another $70 behind or something. Now, I mean, what do you think Spencer's thinking here? Is he basically just thinking, is Bill on a flush draw?
If Spencer watching the last stream, he knows that Bill's capable of making moves with air. We saw, I mean, just in the previous couple of hands ago, Bill take a pot away from MP Crossan when the Queen of Diamonds peeled off on the turn. So we know that Bill's capable of making moves. Bill can have a lot of draws, which he does. Spencer's going to think better of it, though, and let go.
And he
Power
does.
of position.
And he does. And, you know, he's not wrong. Bill did have the draw, but unfortunately for him, he had the draw with also the higher pair.
Like I said, I think that's a spot where if Spencer's in position, he's much more inclined to call there. But if we're to check call there, there's no way that Bill's not stuffing the rest of it in on the river. And Spencer said it's not just calling that, he's got to call the rest of it then, because now you can't fold unless a diamond peels.
T-Perks. Spencer's asleep. He's just hanging out, catching a couple Z's.
He's just here.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. You give Spencer a big hand, maybe like Ace King, like right now, and he'll wake up pretty quick.
So empty crossing clicks the raise button, makes it 10 to go with jacks.
And you know, and what he's just, I mean, call it polarizing if you will, but he already hit the last hand. He also min raised. I think he's just gonna keep min raising and waiting for people to 3-bet him. And you're not really gonna ever know if he's got aces or 7-8.
Now here comes Spencer out of the small blind.
And this is exactly
Ace King.
Yeah.
I thought Aaron might have re-raised him, or could have re-raised him as well.
Yeah, look at this. We're just getting some fun little setup hands. We just need a board to cooperate, and we're about to see some fireworks.
Empty crossing might actually just jam here. How much do you have back?
I believe his name is not Jamie.
Yeah, not Jamie Gold. He's just gonna make the call.
It's gonna flat here.
This would be a pretty sick spot to get in a back raise here. If you're Aaron, I wouldn't love it.
Oh yeah, just getting super crazy, spunky with the ace
queen. If you think Spencer's like getting really out of line here and trying to pick off all the dead money.
And I love Bill. Bill's just like, dude, 4-5 suited, I will crush whatever pocket pair you have. Bring it.
I don't know what he said. He's all, how many more to join the party?
I love it. All right, so pot's at 270 right now. Healthy size pot going into this. Let's see. 10-4 deuce. So Bill does spike a small piece of it here with the 4.
And Cross still got his overpair.
Yeah, MB Crossing's actually loving that flop with 10 high flop. And we're gonna see a pretty small bet here from MP. Bet 60 into the pot of 270. And let's see if maybe this could induce some sort of raise. It's definitely gonna get Bill to tag along here for the call.
And Spencer's gonna save the C-bet. Once a player opens and then calls a 3-bet in position, they're going to have a lot of pairs, and 10-4 deuce is going to miss Spencer's 3-betting range a lot. And if you were to bet, he'd only be repping over pairs.
Yeah. So Spencer's just coming along for value, and Bill's actually loving this turn, and now along with Bill's 4, it picks him up a flush draw as well, and now he jams, or attempted to jam. The string.
Oh, we got the stickler
poker,
dealer.
The stickler T dealer. Now that's the rules. That's the rules. So we're gonna assume that's pretty much all in. 215, cough. 220, cough.
Now Bill picked up his heart draw.
And Bill might feel like gambling here. I mean, obviously Bill doesn't think, oh, he's out of there. I was like, Bill obviously knows he's not ahead at this point, but he knows he's got a lot of outs to be ahead.
Spencer can't call. I want to see Spencer call the flop.
Going. And MP Cross and taking it down.
It shows the jacks.
Jacks are the best.
And that might slow some people down from 3-betting those small opens when you're just kind of hitting the raise button and opening 2x.
Yeah, if he's
willing to open 2x with jacks, it might get people to kind of second guess, or not 3-bet him with 9-6 suited, so to speak.
Yeah, and he didn't get to table his hand before that, but his hand before that wasn't bad either. And he, again, if he keeps doing that same thing, it's going to be very polarizing, and it's going to be difficult to put him on a hand. But it might also slow down people from 3-betting him all the time.
No, I'm just going to start with these guys.
Oh, you just 3-bet the hell out of the party.
Every time. Well, yeah, there's been situations like that where every single time you're like, I'm just gonna 3-bet. Like every time that guy opens, I'm gonna 3-bet. Like, wasn't it you and Moneymaker? The 3-betting me every time. Every time. I don't care.
Just 3-bet the hell out of each other. We were three betting each other so much at the point where I thought I could profitably flat Jack 4.
Yeah, I'm like, and full well knowing like this is good for me.
And then I made a pair and like that was the nut.
Yeah, and that's all he. It's like, well, that's all he talked about. So obviously he did something right, because that's all I heard about. Basically, moneymaker, a bottle of wine, and needling you about Jack 4 for like 5 hours. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it was like a 5-hour stream. My God, poker's long.
Beer? Bring it back, guys. You've got some hot
Oh, bring it back.
Misdeal.
Misdeal. No bueno. Jake's like, it's fine. I didn't want my ace king.
So I got a bunch of friends that made day 2 of the HPT main. I haven't checked my Twitter feed in a little while. I think I still got a few friends. I know Mike Riddle's still in last I checked. Kyle Kitagawa had just busted out. Nat.
Oh, he did. Well, I heard about that big hand. I read about that big hand he had where he got blinds were like something small, like 3-6 or 4-8, and he got somebody to open or shove with their jacks, like 350K into his aces, jack right in the window.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was just the one time I didn't need a cooler. That's the one hand where you're like, this is the difference between like going all the way or this is the end, you know?
Nat busted out. We love watching Nat here on the live stream.
Oh, absolutely. Nat's been great.
Nat plays all the biggest cash games in town.
Man, look at we are getting poised for some hands. Man, look at this: jacks, king 10 suited, ace queen, sixes, threes. Come on down to stones. We give out big hands. That's what we do here.
Jake. So JA makes 25 to go with his pocket jacks, and Jake puts in a 3-bet out of the high jack. Like 125 is that what I saw? 100 even.
Jimmy Bluff it. What's going on, buddy? So it looks like Aaron is gonna want to maybe come along here.
I'm a little surprised.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, Jake makes it 125 to go.
Oh, see, he thought about it. He stacked it, and then he's like, I don't know. And plus, you know, he's got Bill behind him too, and so
Wow.
now Bill's gonna come along for sure, just for value at that point. Oh, okay. We recommend here you don't actually make contact if you go to kiss the chips.
Don't kiss the chips.
Just I would not recommend it, but you can just get close. You can get close. So this is a healthy pot here. Check this out. So 4 players going to the flop, a little over $500 in the pot. 9-10 queen on the flop. Top pair for Jake. Open-ended for JA's jacks. Aaron gets a pair of it with his 10.
Wow. And JA just stuffs it. First act, and just eat it. I'm open-ended. And with
270.
Jake who 3-bet pre-flop behind Aaron, I don't see how he can call. I'm surprised he called the 3-bet pre-flop.
Yeah. So it looks like he's all in for the 270 to 290, which is a little over half pot here. And, you know, Bill, yeah, Bill cuts chips and then flicks in his card. And Jake definitely makes the call here. So heads up now. Jake with a slight advantage. Oh, not anymore.
Disco.
Disco for JA. Taking it down. He's got 2 straights. Pot of the night so far. $1,100 pot for JA. Take it down.
Welcome to the stream, JA.
Welcome. Well, isn't that how it goes too? I mean, first time. I mean, if it is his first time in the stream, it's like whenever you play your first poker tournament, you pretty much win. Especially if you have no idea what you're doing, you win because it's like that's how the poker gods are like, hey, watch me hook this fish. Boom. Now you love poker because you're like, oh, I played it one time and I totally won. This game's easy. Nope. Somebody lied to you.
Nice pot.
Yeah, 1,100 right off the bat. Taking a look at our stacks here. Kelly G on the top end here with 1,400, followed by Nick Colvin there with 1.2. And Aaron 1.1. Everybody's sitting pretty healthy at this game. Pretty healthy. And our cards are cooperating as far as giving out lots of big hands and pairs.
And you see that that's where Ryan 007, this is true, he won his first online tourney.
Oh, and especially like home games too, you know, you're having the home game, $5, $10, $20 buy-in. you know, friends come over and it's like, oh, I've never played poker before, and you're like, oh, hop in, you know, just somebody buys them in or something, they always win. We're actually here with a person here who works service and never plays poker, literally just goes around, you know, just serving drinks or whatever. A little home game, just happens to be hanging out. Oh, get in here. Oh, I don't play. I've never played. I was like, oh, that means you're going to win, right? $20 buy and took down the whole thing.
There you go.
Of course you did.
Ship it.
Of course you did.
So both Bill and Reggie here pick up Ace King. A couple limpers, and Spencer opens up the King 10 off out of the cutoff. Reggie now, on the button, is just going to call Ace King suited.
Hey, Aaron's Tower O Green.
I gotta imagine Bill limped here with the intention of limp re-raising. There it is.
There it is. Disco. Yep, you can't put out that dollar bill. You're going to keep that. So it looks like Bill's going to jam it for about 400, something like that. What? I don't know if his stack is right. We're going to find out.
415.
415. Is that what he said? I think that's what I heard.
And Reggie's, why didn't I just 3-bet? I could have just 3-bet, and then I would have been priced in. Wow, Reggie makes a call anyway. And there should be all of it from AA Ron. I haven't seen him put any more money in the pot. There we go. Flop 3 hearts for the sweat.
You're a sick man. All right, that's chop pot.
Chop it up.
Chop it all the way to the bank. Ace King, Ace King. That's when you look at the other guy. That's when you look at the other guy. You're like, you play that cheese? You play that garbage?
Easy money.
Wilkinson. Welcome to the chat. And congratulations on your members only jacket. Fantastic. So let's see, good tournaments we got coming up. We have our end of the month, our last Sunday of the month.
Yeah, 40K coming up.
40K guaranteed. I will be in the booth, I believe, there this following Sunday here coming up. So yeah, come on down and play it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, this Sunday. And then the day after this Sunday, affectionately known as Halloween, we are going to be having a superheroes game. Everybody will be dressed up, hanging out. It will be entertaining in the very least to see.
Someone gonna dress like me?
Oh, you're my superhero. No, it'll be great to watch like Batman fighting the Joker on the poker table. I mean, like that'll be really interesting.
I am the villain.
We're gonna see how that works out.
Spencer's got a real hand.
Hey, look at that.
And as everyone knows, all you have to do is 3-bet Spencer and he'll fold, so...
Ooh, sick burn. All right, so Spencer's coming in for $40 here with Kings.
So I do believe the straddle is on. So it's playing 5-5-10 right now. So Spencer makes it 40, yes, 35? 45.
Ace, Queen, 10 here.
And J-Ace spikes his ace.
Right there.
And Bill fires out immediately into Spencer, and Spencer doesn't even think twice about letting go of the kings.
Gone. Instant fold, too. And that's how I personally put a player on kings. When an ace hits the flop, I know you have kings. there's my read right there.
Oh, and look at Bill. Bill was just airballing with a 5-3 off. My God, I love this guy.
I
He now
know.
turns a pair.
But Bill's the dangerous player where you never know, because he could totally just like, okay, all of a sudden he tables it. And I think that's maybe why we saw, you know, like Nick earlier play a little more cautious against Bill and not value bet, because Bill could totally spike 2-pair. You don't know, you just be hanging out.
So
Absolutely.
sick.
So it looks like JFK chimed in and said we got a couple seats left in our superhero game. So if you have a costume and it's not super X-rated, then come on down and play in the superhero game.
Yeah.
Unless you're dressed like Harley Quinn. Then
Mildly
you can-
X-rated is okay.
Yeah.
Like super X-rated
Yeah.
is frowned upon.
Like if it's triple X-rated, just keep it to like
We're not
two
gonna-
X's at most.
Yeah, we're not gonna kick you out. We're just gonna say, how about you put on one of these
We'll
like
we'll
nice
just
Stones
Stones
jackets?
jacket. We'll just throw a Stones jacket on you. Don't worry about it. You're gonna love it. It's really comfy.
Oh goodness.
That's funny.
Happy anniversary, Rick and Barstow. Kelly tries to limp in the king queen off here.
And Nick's gonna pop it up to 30 here with ace jack.
Time for you.
MP Carson.
Not Jamie Gold's gonna make the call.
Ace 7 off out of the small blind. Yeehaw. Let's go.
See, T-Burke's got the right idea. Just show up naked and I get a free Stones jacket. Done.
There it is.
Easy money. And Kelly's gonna come along too, so it looks like we got a little pop brewing here.
And we're gonna go 5-way.
5-way pots at 155, 599 on the flop. Misses everybody, but Jake does have a potential indoor straight draw here.
Just gonna check through. Here's the card Nick needs. And here's the guy that Nick needs to bet. Bill's gonna come out to take this pot away. Bill actually picks up spades on the turn. He's not totally airballing here. Now Nick, as sick as this might be, Nick might actually raise here. And there it is.
Sure is. He can read minds.
And Nick was probably gonna be willing to get it in here against Bill. Bill flats. Doesn't have a whole lot behind.
Looks like behind Bill's got maybe another 100 and some change, not much. And Bill misses, and he checks it over to Nick.
Now it's hard to think, would Bill call off of the 5 here?
And I think that his, yeah, exactly. So Nick's thinking there is that it doesn't really matter because I'm not folding with what you have behind, so I might as well bet it. It doesn't matter at that point. And honestly, with what you have behind, if you're checking it, do you really have the best hand? You know?
You can have a lot of worse jacks too, king jack. And we don't like having queen jack there if you're Nick. King jack, jack 10, pocket 8s, pocket 7s. I don't know how many, if 8 or 7s really calling river bet, but Nick knew he had the best hand. He's free rolling. Just put in the money and hope that someone calls. Get silly.
Standard poker. ABCs, right? Always be calling, always be checking. Standard poker ABCs. Two-Face Man 69. Hello, hello, welcome.
Kelly G.
Coming in for the 10. I believe it was a live straddle, yeah?
Yeah, Jake straddled for 10 here. Kelly's going to limp along the 5s. JA is going to limp the queen 10 off. And Bill's going to stuff the ace jack.
Love it. Stuff it.
140.
You just take the ace jack off and stuff it. It's easy. 145. I don't see any of these players calling. Kelly has a pair. If this was a tournament, it'd be one thing.
But just random cash, yeah. She's gonna get out of the way.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike 273, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, and the stuff is gonna get through. He's asking him.
Wow. Now, Aaron might be thinking that Bill's capable of doing this with just 2 random Broadway cards, king, queen, king, jack, something like that. And his ace high might actually be ahead right now.
Yeah, or maybe any pocket pair. I mean, let's face it. I mean, hopefully, obviously, 6s or less, but I don't think that's the case. So that's good.
Once again, that's a spot where
Did you hear him? Did you hear him?
Let's see it.
And he said no. I love it.
He chose the jack.
Love it.
And right now, Bill's thinking, God, I know he has king jack.
I know. He's like, I should have called. My A7 was strong. Number 1 headband, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Show it. No. Poker. Fantastic. He was looking for a seat move. He's like, table move? No. We're staying on the stream. We're keeping it strong. Spence checking out. Over to Reggie. Gone. Nick gone.
Might see MP Crossing open up the 10-8 suited out of the cutoff here.
And looks like he threw in 10, yeah.
Just gonna limp along. Jake's gonna complete the big blind. And away we go.
7 deuce, monster all the time. So flopped boat for Aaron here. Right off the bat.
And here goes Bill.
He'll waste 0
King
time.
Jack.
Bill's like, I'm in the small blind. I have all of that. And he is just going to flat call here and pretty much let Bill kind of lay his own rope here. Queen on the turn, no help to Bill, but Bill's going to check. And nice check behind here by Aaron. Give Bill one more opportunity to kind of lay his own thing here. Yeah, $100, and there's no way that Aaron can extract value here. Well, you never know.
That's 50.
Gone.
Josh Roberts, what's going on? Welcome to the chat.
Josh. Are we do we have any touch challenges going on? I haven't seen a splash pot. I haven't heard one. What's going on?
Denver's up 20-9 right now.
I feel like we should have heard a splash pot already.
I just can't wait for David Tuckman to get back here so I can needle him about how crappy his Jets are right now.
Oh yeah, he's gonna love that. He's gonna love that. Make sure you needle him.
I mean, they won the game on Sunday, but I mean they're just a mess. And he really cares about his Jets. I mean, he was here when he was here. Came out on Sunday for all the rack attacks, and all the big cash games, all decked out in his Jets gear, challenging anyone to heads up 5'10".
I love it. And he was even then it was me and him in the booth, and he's decked out in Jets gear, and he's just like, yeah, guys, I know, I don't want to talk about it. #1 headband subscribed for 2 months in a row, right on. Alright, so going all the way around here, Ace King 4 on the flop. Looks like Aaron and Bill both connect with their king. Play a little graphic sketch up here. And MP Crossing's just firing right out. And
Bill makes a call.
Yeah, Bill's gonna make the call. Looks like MP Crossing's got a wheel draw here. Hoping to Bill to hit 2 pair. If the 5 does peel off here, he's definitely gonna get paid off by Bill. As it is.
A lot of kings.
Yep. A lot of kings for Bill.
Where did King Jack go in this hand?
I don't know. I blacked out. What happened?
Right? That's kind of how I feel about it. I was kind of tracking the action, and then MP Crossing calls. 5 would be a disaster.
I know. 5 would be a disaster too.
All of it. It shows the 3 high. Cannot bluff call.
Whatever Bill wants, Bill gets. He's like, I got a king, give me another one. Nailed it.
Disco.
Ten 5-hour energy drinks in a row for 50 consecutive hours of energy.
Hiya.
Oh man, I'm a multitasker. Leave me alone, Jimmy. Love it. So guys, if you want a seat in this game, you don't have to be a super crazy ninja star. You can just go ahead and hit up JFK Stones. We'll post his number up here in the chat, and you can give him a call anytime you want. Cruise on down to the game. Master C got tired of hitting the chat button, so he's gonna go take a nap. Later, bud.
MP Crossland's gonna limp in. 9-5 off. Hope Springs Eternal. 9-5 off. Let's see a flop.
Jake D's been pumping these pots, just waiting to pick one up here.
Spencer throws away the King 10 of clubs versus Jake. Does not defend the big.
Me and you?
King 10 suited.
Does that mean he's... Nope. Nope. There we go. Once we start showing cards, that means nope. Gone. And Jake looks so thrilled. He's like, whatever, man. I just want to win like a decent sized pot. You're not helping. I wish you would have called. So it looks like we got Bill on the short stack here, who is definitely not afraid to push it in. I think Bill's honestly just waiting to jam it in there and either double it or reload.
There's a lot of players who like playing that way. Other players don't like, playing short, want to always be, 100, 200, 300 bigs deep. Some players they like to make just like, hey, I'm going to buy in one time. I'm gonna work that play, 100 bigs, 20 bigs, 40 bigs, all the way down to nothing, and then I'll reload.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're running on a thin roll. That's just like how they like playing. Some players like playing it down to nothing and then reloading.
And we've seen both sides of that coin. I mean, we've seen people where, okay, well, if you're short stacked, you're in all in or fold mode. I mean, the problem is that when you wake up with a big hand there, I feel like you miss out on so much potential value.
Yes. Yeah. I'm a topper offer. I don't like playing short.
Yeah, I mean, I most of the time I'm a topper offer. Every now and then I've just kind of gone, I think you just kind of got to feel it out. If you're getting absolutely smashed, maybe don't top it off right off the bat.
It also depends, where you think your edge is in the game. You think you have a big edge in the game, and there's a lot of chips on the table, and you want to, be really, really deep with everyone.
Yeah.
If you're in a game against a lot of, crushy grinders, playing a simplified version of poker might not be, the worst thing for you.
Look at this, JA again with the wheel draw every time. Ace-5 king here on the flop. Misses the wheel, but does pick up a deuce.
Pair. We have equity. We bet. No, we will check.
Hey, Joey, just kidding. And 6 on the river. No help to anybody here. Oh, I lied. It gives Aaron there. 2 pair.
Hey, Aaron, 6s and 5s.
He's like, come on, somebody, please. So graphics playing catch up here.
Easy game. $8.16 Omaha.
Is it calling your name? It's just whispering to you. I can say,
come hither.
I feel like you're just gonna float up like Pepe Le Pew and just start like floating towards it. Just go.
Omaha. It's French.
Omaha.
French for more cards.
Play Omaha. I get dealt quads.
A lot of work.
That's how I run. So it looks like maybe 8 or 9K on the table, something like that, somewhere around there. It's a whole lot of math in the 5 seconds I can see the numbers here.
Everyone trying to limp into all these pots.
Yeah, very limpy here. Let's see, Spencer on the button. Jack 7 of diamonds. He's going to come along as well. I wouldn't have hated if Spencer put in a little, like, get out of my pot raise there on the button.
Nick's probably going to open up this pretty large. 45, 50?
Raise it up.
Or not.
35. Or maybe 30 total.
30 more. I think it's 35 total, if I'm not mistaken. Check that. I guess it's only 25. Or, I'm sorry, 30 total. Here comes everyone. And Reggie now being laid $1 million to 1 with a 5 deuce off. He's priced in as well.
That's just good math. 31 take 5 back. So it was 35. So
35, yeah.
So 35 around here.
35 6 ways.
Hell of a little potty built. Now Nick basically being in first position here. Flops top pair, but all clubs. JA flops the Stone Cold Nut Club. Spencer spikes a jack. Reggie's got bottom pair. Really, JA is the one here in the same.
Yeah, pretty straightforward check there with top for Nick. I would expect him to check call probably 2 streets, at least 1 for sure, depending on how much flop action we get. Spencer, who also has a pair of jacks, he's gonna. I don't know if I love this bet by Spencer.
Well, everybody checked to him. Yeah, he's just gonna take a stab at it here. 135 is the bet.
And what's he trying to get value out of?
140.
I mean, single clubs. You have about one of the worst playable jacks in the deck, so you're not getting value from any other jacks. I mean, you're like a 9 with a club, like what, like king or ace?
I don't think he's trying to get value.
Naked ace of clubs.
I think he's just trying to say, "Give me this pot, please," and run away. Everybody, run away. Fingers crossed.
And Nick check folds.
Yeah, Nick wants nothing to do with this
He might
pot.
figure that there's no way Spencer would bet into that many opponents on that board without a better hand than ace jack.
But the other thing is this, though, with the position that Spencer is, that essentially puts every other player at the table behind Nick, and he wants nothing to do with this, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nick might
even
be
if
like,
there's
okay, I'm just not gonna play a big pot
yeah,
with one
no,
pair
I mean, come on, there's
in a
somebody's got a club.
6-way pot.
Somebody flopped it. Somebody's got 1 club at least, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. And there you go, right off the bat. So Nick's like, "Yep,
Nick feels better about his
yeah,
fold
that's
now.
when you just do the pat on the back."
Spencer.
All day. And this is
Bring some life.
This is 2 pair for Spencer. He knows that he's behind, I would imagine, at this point.
It's a bad card for Jay. It's going to kill some of his action.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't know it's actually a good card for Spencer. It gives him a little bit of life.
If a random low red card peeled off, then I think JA could have definitely got some more action out of Spencer, but as it is at this point, oof. There you go, that came on the turn, a little different. So pot's at just under 500. JA is going to try to shoot out some value here. I really can't see Spencer going along unless he puts JA on a stone cold bluff.
And the way this hand played, I just don't see JA having many bluffs in his range.
No. I see JA at least having 1 club, maybe a pair in a club.
I mean, you gotta think, put him in like only on something like ace jack or king jack without a club, which I don't know. I mean, how many of those hands are gonna continue on the flop?
Well, exactly. We just saw Colvin get away from that same hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone. Insta-fold, yeah.
And he shows the nut. And we can't call the river there for sure. I am a little bit surprised to see Nick throw away the ace jack. I mean, for the other reason, because, I mean, it is Spencer. I mean, Spencer, it's not like this guy is, you know, the nittiest nit from Nitville. Spencer's got gears. Spencer abuses his position and takes down a lot of pots. Then he's going to be firing a lot of worse hands there, I feel.
I'm glad that Spencer's not the nittiest nit from Nitville. He's not mayor of Nitville.
No.
Population U, bro.
That's it. There was a lot of players behind Nick.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
A lot of players behind.
at that point, you know.
He's definitely not folding heads up, but
Yeah, but even if they don't, I mean, with all the players behind you, even if they didn't already flop the nut, somebody's got a pair, somebody's got a flush. I mean, somebody's got a pair with a club. Nobody's going anywhere.
Reggie. The Bears. And Spencer takes the 10-8, I'm sorry, the 9-8 of diamonds,
Makes it 35 to go.
and Reggie's got aces. And
Reggie
flats.
flats. Danger.
Got the
And he does it.
sixes.
Every time it's 35, Reggie always throws in 40. He throws in the extra 5. He's trying to be a good sport. So Reggie flats with aces from the button. This could get interesting.
He might think, because Bill limped in, that Bill was maybe looking to limp re-raise. I feel more so that Reggie was trying to trap Bill than he is Spencer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's rough. He's gonna let in a lot of people in this spot. So 3-4 jack. That's actually a great flop as far as aces is concerned. Super spread out, rainbow.
Aaron, King Jack, flops top pair, and is now going to lead out into the original raiser, who is Spencer in this hand.
Nitty's from Nitville says, "You rang? What's going on? Welcome to the chat."
Reggie?
What do you want Reggie to do here?
I want him to raise,
Okay.
but I want him to raise small. I want him to click back, but he doesn't.
No,
he
he's got
flats.
flat. 10, rando card here. Pot's at 255.
Reggie might not love that card.
Aaron first.
Without sizing though, I think that if I'm Reggie and if I'm Bill let out, Aaron let out into me there, and then leads out again on the turn with the same bet, that sizing. I don't think he's super strong. I don't think he's going to lead out like that on the turn with Jack 10. I think he would like, try to build the pot up a little bit.
Yeah.
If he had a hand like Jack 10. At this point, then I might like raise once again. If I'm raising small,
He's just going to go ahead and make the call. Deuce brick on the river. It's going to leave Reggie's aces the best. Now, if you're thinking, if you're Aaron here, all you've had is Reggie flat everything, including the original raise. There's no way he puts him on aces. Aaron's going to play it super safe here. And at this point, I think that Reggie could definitely get a good value call out of Aaron for sure. So pot's at 435.
sizing, you got to be careful here. You got to not bet too much. I think it's a little bit on the small side. I think you can bet. He's got
it's a little bit bigger.
It's not bad.
Yeah, okay. It's a little less than half.
Considering
Aaron sizing on the flop in the turn.
Yeah, I think
145 I think is fine.
That's right in the range. And look at you see Bill there. He's actually reloading as well. He was done playing the all-in or fold game. Look at it, and it's right. He's right. That's how you know you bet the right amount. You got Aaron right on the. Do I really make this call? Do I not call? And Aaron doesn't have a whole lot of information. He said show. Aaron doesn't have a whole lot of information to go off on this hand because he was betting it, and Reggie was just calling along.
The 6-5 got there. There's not a lot of busted draws. Would Reggie bet Queen Jack here? I don't know. I think I'd be inclined to think that Reggie might probably just be content to check back Queen Jack. Considering that once again you'd have about one of the worst jacks and it's hard to get called by a worse hand. And if we think that our opponent might be more inclined to check back Queen Jack, and the only draw the 6-5 got there,
he's gonna see it. He's gonna pay to see it, and he's not gonna see aces coming.
In Aaron's defense, Reggie's hand was very under-repped, but even as the way the hand played out,
super disguised, yeah.
even as that hand played out, there wasn't a whole lot of hands that Aaron can be beating there.
Fair enough.
I mean, Ace Deuce made a pair and might turn a pair into a bluff. You might think if someone's just trying to run down a gut shot, like Ace Deuce suited.
I mean, really, not really any sort of straight draw there other than 5-6. No flush draw potential.
Queen Jack and Jack 9 are the only jacks that we're beating.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. How's my fantasy team doing? I'm in a league with Azan and Matt Oldsclaw and J-Mac and all
the
the
stream regulars, yeah.
These guys are a little too good at poker.
I was like,
to be good at fantasy sports.
No, so you're hedging your bet there?
Yeah, and it turns out no, they're also good at fantasy sports.
Dang it!
It's gambling.
Wait, you mean they're good at games in general? This is rigged. It's rigged. Poker's rigged.
But I do believe I pulled ahead for top score on the season. I think it's worth $100 in our league. I'm not sure. I don't know things. 178.5. Where's Jay? Oh, I'm 78.8. God, he's got 0.3 points on me.
So Jake's going to call the 10 here with ace-9. Kelly's going to come along as well with 7s. Math is hard. Oh, there's the raise. The Aaron sneaker raise coming in from the blind.
Jake's gonna make the call with the ace-9 off. Gonna bring Kelly in as well.
8-8-3 on the flop. Kelly can't actually hate that flop too bad here. I mean, as long as nobody else has a pair, that's gonna miss the majority of everybody's range.
Kelly's gonna like all these checks.
Oh yeah. And she's sure gonna fire right off the bat. Looks like 100, and that's gonna get through.
Yeah, it's a hard spot for Kelly. It means it's really hard for her to get value from worse hands, but at the same time, there really aren't any good turn cards for you besides 7s, of course.
Exactly. There's nowhere your hand's not gonna really improve here, so it's time to start firing right now.
Angry Pollock.
Hey, no bingo bangos yet. We were waiting for you. We're waiting for you to start
I
this
think
party.
we've had a disco. I think I discoed once.
Yeah, you discoed. Discoed once when we had open-ended and he spiked it. That was for the $1,100 pot there in front of seat 5. Oh, action intense cash game over here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Somebody got suckered out on.
Spencer makes it 35 to go here at pocket 7s. Reggie right behind him, 9-8 of clubs. 3-bet. I'm dying.
I love our guys in the chat. They're just like, they're keeping track of the discos and the bingo bangos. Just in case.
They probably have the most warped drinking games here at home.
I love it. The
like,
worst.
we don't watch it for the poker. We just watch it for the commentator shenanigans.
Bob Lee Swagger, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Action over to Bill. The Monster 10 deuce suited. Way good enough. You can see Bill reloaded some chips here. He was done with the all-in or fold mode. Bill's gonna come along.
And we got 4-way action.
Look at that flop.
Happy birthday to Bill.
I mean, if it was the nut flush, I would have said a bingo bango just for Veronica, but it wasn't. So Bill flopping the
And
monster.
Spencer flops
10
middle set.
Oh man.
Pot. 3-pot.
Thank you.
And top for MP Crossing over here. Let's not forget that. So short of Aaron, everybody spiked a little piece of that.
Checks over to Spencer, who was the original Razor pre-flop. He can get value from flush draws, one pair of type hands, one pair with flush draws.
Now look at that, MP Crossing insta-mugs top, which is actually what we saw Nick Colvin do earlier in the exact same all-suited board.
And Aaron has the ace of diamonds.
And Aaron here with the nut diamond going to come along.
And Bill's just going to call. And Bill's actually going to hope to fade another diamond, one to keep his hand good, but also not kill his action.
And the 4 peels is actually exactly what Spencer wants to see. Spencer's literally saying no diamond, no diamond, no diamond. So that's not bad for him, or so he thinks.
Multi-way here, this checks to Spencer. He might just check it back and peel off a free card and hope the board pairs. Aaron is now going to lead, check call lead into multiple opponents, which is the naked ace of diamonds. He does pick up an inside straight draw on the turn as well. And bets 2 1/4.
Now, depending on what Bill does here, this is really going to influence Spencer's action.
Now the graphic shows that Aaron's only got 380 back. He's got at least 500 in green there.
At least.
And if Bill calls here quickly, both players have enough money back where Spencer might justify calling this. How much is Spencer back? Spencer's got at least 500 too. The graphics are a little bit off there. The players have added on.
So where are we going in for Spencer here?
I think you flat and hope the board pairs.
You flat and go fingers crossed?
Yeah, exactly.
Fingers, toes, eyes crossed, all of the above?
And Spencer's just looking at how much players are back. How much money do they have behind? Where is the board pairs? Can I flat this T25 here profitably if I can get all my money in on the river? Spencer looks like he's got about
Kelly had to get up and walk it around.
Spencer's got, like 750, almost 8 behind.
Definitely. And he's going to flat.
There it is. I think Spencer's playing this right.
Oh, no board pair. It does put a 4-card straight out there. So now, Aaron's thinking if he wants to try to continue and represent a real strong hand, we all know that Bill's going to insta-call, and I think...
He's going to send it.
Uh-oh. Sweet. I thought AA Ron was really close to sending it right there. I thought he was very much considering it. 400 is the bet. Now, if you're Spencer, you got to be thinking, did both these guys have one diamond and miss? Did both these guys have a couple different draws, one diamond and miss? But the 4-card straight out there also negates that a little bit as well.
And we know Bill is spry. Bill is capable of making moves. And had it been Aaron leading out, I think that Spencer would be much more inclined to fold. Because it's Bill, the problem is for Spencer is that he's still got AA Ron behind him who might be check calling, you know, weak marginal flush type hands.
Well, I was going to say this pot has escalated quickly. We're now at 1,600 in the pot.
If Spencer calls here, is Bill's reputation getting him paid off? The graphic shows that Bill bet 500 here. There was what, 1,100 in the pot? Wow,
yeah,
Spencer calls.
I think he's putting
400.
It's 400. He's putting him on exactly. He put him on that missed draw, and he's not going to like to see the flop flush. Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, Spencer watched our last stream. Like we already mentioned the hand before, where Bill leads out, makes a big bluff with a busted draw on the river.
Yeah,
and then just slides the chips over to Val.
And it's those pots like that. I mean, because Bill and everybody knows, you said it's all about player mentality, and everybody knows that Bill is so capable of doing that exact same move with complete air right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, even AA Ron wanted to do it. You know, I mean, so at the end of the day, I can't really fault Spencer when it came running brick. It's a little rough.
The harder part for Spencer is, if it was heads up, I'm much more inclined to call there, especially against Bill. With AA Ron still behind you, and the way he played after he check calls, and after Bill overcalls, for him to now lead the turn into multiple opponents, I'd be worried about Bill having a made flush, something like that. And I mean, I guess if you think that if you call, then he might throw away a flush. A small flush thing, okay, well, there's no way my, you know, queen high, or not queen high, but like 10-eye flush, you know, we know the Bill had 10-eye flush, but you know, I mean, hey, well, if I call here, then this guy can't overcall with worse flushes, or with a flush. Yeah. That's not nutted.
Yeah, so Spence is going to take a little break here for a minute. Check out, go walk that one off. Sometimes you just got to do that. So action over to Reggie here. So guys, if you like giant, fun, crazy, happy pots, make sure you click that heart and subscribe as well. We broadcast every Monday and Wednesday, and then occasionally on weekends as well, like this Sunday coming up for the final Sunday 40K guaranteed tournament.
So 6-9 makes a very good point here, is that you're much better off bluff catching with one pair and a diamond there, because you're blocking some of the flush combos there, than you are bluff catching with sets.
Yeah.
Even though we might be thinking, oh, I have a set, so I have a stronger hand. And you might then be able to beat, you know, ace jack with the ace of diamonds, hands like that. It's harder for your opponent to have a flush if you, like I said, if you have a one pair flush,
a little blocker action.
Yeah, a little blocker. Then you are bluff catching the sets on that board, and that, especially multi-way.
Yeah.
Bill makes it 40 to go with his ace king of hearts. MP crossing calls with the 9-10 of hearts.
Oh, bingo bango for MP crossing.
9-9.
Oh, and they are clapping, guys.
They won the rack attack.
They won the rack attack. We got a splash pot coming in, which means we're just going to dump some chips in the middle, and these guys get to fight over it.
Yeah, dumping chips. Top, and a whole lot of nines.
Bill's spiking him. Yeah, Bill's, oh yeah.
I felt like that was a pretty easy, or a standard check call there for Bill.
Yeah, 10 peels off, and MP crossing just fills up the boat. Full house here.
Leads on 75 again.
Bill's firing 75 against another. MP crossing just flattening and getting paid all day right here. 4 on the river, super brick. Oh, wow! Bill just tosses the chip and says all in. And MP crossing's like, okay. All right, so get paid and good talk. Oh, there you go. Wow.
Bill takes it well.
Wow. All right. And that's one of those things where, you know, when you give Bill a couple $1,000s, Bill gives back. He's a nice guy like that.
You must have had to hear that MP Crossman's just got to have, just a king and just calling down. If he thought he had busted spades,
well, yeah, he beats any king. I mean,
if he thought he had busted spades, he wouldn't bet like that because obviously busted spades aren't calling you. He had to just make him a line. Nope, he just has a king here.
So taking a look, our 2 big chip stacks now at the table are just about 1,800 a pop. So guys, we are broadcasting live here from Stone's Gambling Hall. We are just outside Sacramento, California. If you're anywhere near Highway 80, hop on the road, drive on over, come hang out.
I need more stimulants.
I need more 5-hour energy drinks immediately. I think you're doing it wrong if the 5-hour energy drinks only last you an hour. Just saying. Smaybe, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Zion Trapper, welcome. You know, and I've seen that happen before with other players too. You're coming off, the high of winning a huge pot, then you get involved with another pot, and you're just not really paying too much attention to it. You're like, okay, I got a decent hand, bet. Okay, whatever. It's not nearly the size of the last pot I was in, and it can just escalate kind of quickly.
And Bill now stuffs 1,500 in.
Oh,
what?
Wow. Okay, that's the pump fake. I was confused. I was super confused.
What just happened?
No,
honestly,
time I had the ace piece of hearts, Peter.
Oh man, I was just like, wait a sec, what?
It just got real.
He's like, dude, I love it. Bill just has no regard for money. He's like, I'm in. All right, 3 deuce 5 here on the flop.
Good flop for Kelly.
Yeah, 2 pair for her. Jake's open-ended as well.
Kelly bet 5. Kelly bet 5 or 10. Kelly.
$10. She's looking to induce a raise. You never know.
Oh, it's a rack attack hand.
Oh, duh. Okay, guys, I'm just kidding. Okay, so rack attack, we slap 100 in the middle? 200 in the middle? I'm not sure.
I think 200.
200 in the middle in here, and yeah, we are basically locked down to 510 now. Limit for this one hand.
Okay, that explains it.
Wait a sec. We will return to your regularly scheduled no limit program immediately following this river.
Bill goes running 2 pair, but Aaron has the super straight.
Super straight. Plastica, what's going on? Welcome. Super monster. Oh man, look at that. Pay that man. Splash pot winner. So yeah, that looks like that pot, even after losing that last one, still racks up Bill to almost 2K. It's like right at 1,900 right there.
Yeah, just over 2K for Bill. Nick sitting there about 1,500, sitting with JA, Kelly and Reggie, all playing somewhere close to 300 bigs.
So there's no doubt Bill has definitely been involved in a lot of larger pots at this table so far, and I think that some of the other players are picking up on that. And the funny thing about that is, like I said, it's great and it's dangerous all at the same time, because Bill's the type of player who could have anything.
Yes.
You know, and that's the scariest thing. I mean, if those guys are just running better than you, then you're in a world of hurt.
And if you can't stomach playing big pots with 1 pair, you're going to find yourself making, a lot of folds you probably shouldn't and getting run over in this game.
Yeah.
Nick makes a 20 to go with a Jack 10 of diamonds. MP Cross and 7 deuce. They're not playing the 7 deuce game, not to my knowledge. He just has the sickness. JA flats pocket 3s as well. Kelly G's priced in with a queen 8 of diamonds. 7-way action.
4-7-9, couple of diamonds here on the flop. We got flush draws for Kelly and Nick.
Inside straight draw for Nick as well.
And Bill, 3 flush draws out
Bill's
there.
got the nut draw. Jesus.
Oh, wow. We could see some fireworks, guys. If a diamond peels off, get ready for bingo bango time for sure.
Bill. Here's a raise.
There it is. 200 for Bill. Bill, you give Bill some chips, man. You give him a mouse a cookie, he's not going to make it cheap on you guys.
And look at Jake. Jake's sitting here with a pair and backdoor diamonds that we know probably won't get there.
Here's a whop, Bri.
Live poker is rigged.
What, Brian in the house?
The funny thing about it is, with all those guys blocking themselves, diamond-wise, Jake actually had quite a bit of equity there, just a pair of 7s. Of course, he can't know that. Nick makes a call. Or no, I'm sorry, action's still on Nick. Kelly folds out her queen-high diamonds.
Oh, and diamonds do get there
Jesus,
anyway.
it's just-
Bingo, bango, guys. We're giving out flushes over here. And Kelly is now honestly sitting there thinking, well, I mean, I have the second nut now, and oops, what did I do? But she doesn't know that she just dodged a bullet.
540 in the pot. Nick checks it over to Bill, who bets 200.
Wow, check this. So Nick's thinking he just hit disco for sure.
And Nick's trying to know, how do I get more money from my customer now?
See, and the funny thing is T-Burks is saying exactly what we're thinking. Like, Kelly's pissed for a moment, but she doesn't know it's actually just bullet dodge.
And there's
There
the
you go.
check raise.
Oh, and if you're Bill, you're loving life when you just have it and somebody's just check raising you. What a beautiful
Raise to
sweep there.
500. Nick's got 7 and change back. If I'm Bill here, I'm flatting. I'm expecting Nick to make I mean, he should have an easy pot side shove on the river. Either way, whether he check calls or just open jams it, Bill's just gonna call. He's playing it right.
Yeah, and then Nick's just gonna fire in the river here. Yeah, assuming
And
Dime doesn't call how
The board didn't pair, and Nick's probably just gonna stuff it.
Yep, that's where Nick's going right here. Rest in peace, Nick's chips.
There's 1,500 in the pot. Nick's got half a pot size bet left.
Nick's gonna stuff it, and when he gets a snap
And there's
call,
the all-in.
he's gonna get a snap call from Bill, and he's gonna love it until he doesn't. Oh, yeah, that right there, large pot, $3,100 pot, guys. Oof. If you guys like watching crazy chip bash fest, make sure you click that subscribe heart button right now. Ouch. That's bad. And you know what? If you're Kelly right here, like we talked about, Kelly folded the queen high flush. She is sitting.
And you hear Kelly talk about her. She's not still, yeah, I had queen eight of diamonds. Like, and you're just like, how did diamonds get there?
Yeah.
How did
Wow.
cooler?
Chips,
Ouch.
please, on table 11.
And this is kind of what we were talking about earlier too. Is Bill has been all over the place with hands. That you can't think that Bill. I mean, he's not one of those super nut players who's like, I'm only betting with the nut every time.
Yeah.
Bill could easily. Bill could
He can
have
have worse flushes. He can have sets.
Dude, Bill could have had a 5-high flush and be playing the exact same way. So I can't fault Nick for that at all. You know what I mean?
He can have sets there too.
Yeah.
I like the way. I like the way Nick played the hand. I like the way Bill. I think both players played the hand right. I mean, Nick should be good there a huge percentage of the time.
Yeah. Bill on fire. But I'll tell you what though, if we're gonna find some silver lining in this cloud here, those chips given to Bill are by far not glued down.
Yeah.
Those chips are not super glued to the table. Those chips are gonna be in play. And you know, a player like Bill, when you give him a lot of chips, he's not afraid to just throw them in there and put pressure on people. So it's gonna be interesting the way this plays out. Because we saw him earlier with the ace king against the flop trip nines. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, okay, I'm all in, and that could really help a lot of these other players at the table. Hopefully, Nick to get some of it back.
So Nick rips up the rubber band and reloads.
Rubber band bank.
He goes right back to work. He made it 20 to go pre with the ace jack. Gets calls from Bill, Jake, and Kelly. I'm sorry, and Spencer? Yes, no? No. Checks through, 4 diamonds comes off on the turn. I think Nick played the hand great. I think Nick played the hand really well. I mean, sizing and everything, it's set up where you can price in a lot of people call with worse flushes, sets there. And once you check raise the 500 on the turn, I think it sets up this huge pot on the river where, a player with a set there might just be, can justify, well, the guy that's so much money in the pot, because once Nick jams the $700, there's like $2,200 in the pot, you're getting the villain 3-1 to call.
Well, like you said too, Nick only had 700 behind going on the river bet. That was, like you said, it was like a half pot bet.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
Once you bet there, you're laying the villain 3-1 to call, and he's gonna call with a lot of worse hands there.
Well, yeah. What else are you gonna do?
Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing?
Hey, you wait. Forget about it. Well, Brian, you guys like my shirt on Wednesday. It was the Costco Polish dog officially. Super suitor. Tall
Botbright also got cooler in that ace 3 aces hand.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was actually conservative. Botbright had flopped the bottom set. Yeah, and we got it money. We went all in 3-ways, and V-cross poker just ran down the straight on both of us.
Dude, V-cross, man. Barrel and wine, barrel and pots.
Yeah, she's got problems.
The best kind. Magic, grade 74. What's going on?
$10-6-4. Bill's open-ended. Kelly, just a middle pair.
She's checking out. I think Kelly's still just smiling about the bullet dodged with that other pot, because that could, I mean, she could have got stacked too.
Yeah.
Bill could have very easily stacked both of them.
One of them, for sure, the money was going to go in one way.
Yeah.
You know, once one called, it would have been harder for the other one to overcall. But,
So
yeah.
Queen peels off on the turn, no help to either of them. Bill's still open-ended, and Aaron's getting out of there.
Angry Pollock. We love you.
Fantastic. If you guys have any questions, just ask our Magic 8 Ball. You can see the chip stacks readily increasing too with some rebuys. I think we're approaching at least 10K on the table, if not more. Guys, make sure you go ahead and click that heart and subscribe to us. We're always having fun in the booth here. We're always doing splash pots, getting crazy, having super large nut to second nut to third nut hands. Yeah, monsters, second nut, third nut. And you know, the last stream we had something very similar again. It was actual first nut, second nut, third nut flushes, and it was all flopped. Didn't we flop it? All three of them flopped it.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
It was a mess.
Super nasty.
Kelly G's still playing limp pot poker.
Limping in with some threes. Reggie's gonna check it, and we're gonna go to a flop. 5, 6, 5 on the flop. A lot of fives for Reggie here. It's gonna get checked around over to Kelly, who's gonna fire out with her threes. Small bet here. Pot's only a 20. Go a little half pot bet. And Reggie's gonna call it 10. And so is MP Cross in here. MP Cross is just kind of floating, seeing what people are gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening anymore in poker.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. So now Reggie's gonna try to extract some value here, although there's really not a whole lot going on for him. Everything in the world beats Kelly. She's gone. There was pretty much no way other than checking that flop that Reggie was going to get any more value out of that hand, so.
MP Crossan might think he could bluff a 7 or an 8 or a 4, maybe? I don't know. Poker's just weird sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Weird all the time. Let's get weird. Let's get weird poker. Let's do it.
Not Jamie Gold. Spin the black circle.
Look at Bill's menacing stack over there. He's got the army, he's got the green protector stacks in front, protecting his sea of red.
It's like a phalanx.
So if you guys are just tuning in, maybe you saw us from the Twitch homepage, the greens are $25 chips, the reds are $5 chips, and the blues are $1 chips.
And as fast as this game's growing, we might get some white chips. There's white chips.
There they are. Oh,
Spencer loads.
So here's the deal, guys. So Spencer, he had a bit of a beat earlier, and he walked it off for a minute and came back and reloaded with a lot of white chips.
White chips are $100 denomination chips.
Spencer's like, I can beat this game. I'm gonna bring in a couple racks. Let's do this. MP Cross in here waking up with aces, some pocket ones coming in. Jake's gonna make the call. As is, oh, look at this, everybody's coming along.
Multi-way
Look at
action, here we
this.
go. This game's out of the muck.
Oh yeah, Queen 4-5 here. Ace is still the best. And everybody whiffed that really hard. Aces are way ahead.
MP Cross looks like he puts 100.
Eldar 8, what's going on? Zibiaju.
Eldar.
Yeah, this game got out of the muck real quick, guys. I think we're gonna see some pretty sizable pots. We're halfway through the stream, but 100% of the way into the fun. Let's do it.
There are some characters that are circling this game.
Oh yeah. That's how you can always
word
tell.
is out.
When there's other players that you know are solid, like walking around the game just looking and doing the whole like, what do you have? What are you sitting on? Then you know it's on.
So like Spencer reloaded for about 2K.
Oh yeah, stack of white.
Maybe more. Bill goes right back to work. Make it 20 to go.
Bill's busy. He works a lot.
Spencer says, I want to play as many pots as I can right now.
Dude, I think
9 diamonds.
Spencer is out there looking for blood, man.
Yes, he
Dude,
is.
he's out. I mean, he came back. He's like, I brought a bazooka and I'm hunting a shark. So let's do it.
6-way action. King 10-4, 2 spades. Jake fluffs a pair and a spade draw. And how do we get the money in? I think we just stick all the way. With his stack, you just put the money in.
Boom. Just put
Easy.
it in. How do you get it in? I just push it in.
The way this game's playing, I would not want to be sitting light. But break up the rubber band, put the roll on the table, and let's go.
And now, relative to stack sizes, Bill might just feel like a slight gamble here. I mean,
If he thinks he might be just jamming just spades.
yeah.
And Bill makes a call.
Sure does. All right, ace, no help there, and
There's no
spade's
help
gonna
he
get
needs.
there. Jake is there. Jake's been waiting a long time for that hand. Stage
Credit to
for
Bill, he actually
Perez.
got the money in with the best of it.
Yeah, he sure did. Stage for Press, what's going on? Welcome to the chat, guys. All the regulars.
We got a game.
Oh yeah. Now this game, I think this game is going to escalate very quickly. Very quickly. Guys, click that heart. Don't miss the action. This game is about to go off. This game just took a 5-hour energy drink. It's a play right out of Jake's book. Right
Lock the doors.
That's it. Nobody leaves.
And the 816's barreling off pretty well too, looks like.
Absolutely. Is that gonna go hopping after this? Get some Omaha in?
I don't know, I might just like throw myself on the list for the 5-5. But
I might throw myself on the list for this game. I'm gonna have to raid that ATM. I have to call the bank and up my withdrawal limit first.
I mean, how much is a kidney going for, like on the black market these days?
You know, I haven't priced out kidneys. I know spleens go for pretty good money though.
Man.
Spleens are enough to maybe stack Bill once if you're lucky. But when he rivers you, you're just gonna be sitting there without a spleen thinking, what did I do?
And see, that's why you gotta have a back alley doctor, like, you know, contact. You know.
Got it. I just know that I didn't get the good end of the money the last time I woke up in a bathtub full of ice. You know, I don't know what happened. 8-10-3 here on the flop. Kind of whiff city for everybody. Bets it and wins it.
Bill shows the 5-high. Says, come on, guys. I'm not locking down right now.
As if he needed more credit to think that like he's just betting when he feels like it. Right? Did he need any more credit?
Bill's not
than
getting
that?
enough action on his hands, so he's starting to show people 5-high.
35 hundo in front of Bill right now.
Barrels.
Ooh, you know, normally hearts go for good money, Ryan, but if it's a broken heart from Angry Polak, I think you actually have to pay us a disposal fee to take it. So that's not going to work out well for you. Sorry, boss. And now it's interesting because I want to see how the dynamics change. I mean, because Bill has no fear and a very large chip stack, you think people are going to be playing more cautiously against him?
No, you just...
People are just going to be opening up and just seeing where it takes them, or what's going on?
Bill, because Bill's not the kind of guy who to slow down. If you start playing too cautiously, you're gonna get run over.
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to trade some shots with these guys.
You have to. You absolutely have to. Totally agreed. Oh, now Bill's buying drinks. This game is going version 2.0 right now. All right, I need another Stone's water. This is about to get intense.
gonna get really, really real.
It's gonna get super real.
Kelly eating a chocolate chip cookie. For those of you who don't know, they do give away some excellent chocolate chip cookies here at Stone's. It's also a good way to kind of like weed out the serial killers in the room. And, you know, they come around offering chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies. Anyone who takes a peanut butter cookie, serial killer. Science. Nick. Make it 20 to go, pocket sevens. MP Crossan and JA both call ace-8 suited and 9-6 of clubs, respectively. King 10 deuce checks through and looks like the 4 diamonds comes off on the turn. And Bill, with hearts, fires out and takes down the pot. And Bill's just running this game over right now. That is a true story. Angry Pollock did pay a waitress to stuff. She paid a waitress $20 to shove a cookie down my throat. There may be some video evidence of this happening. I don't know.
All right,
Speaking of which, did you get a peanut butter cookie or a chocolate chip cookie?
I don't know, don't tell me, I don't know what it is. It's deliciousness. Did Bill win another 5 pots while I was gone?
Sherlock 99X. Welcome to the game, and you and I will keep our distance. It's good. See? Look, serial killers, all of them. I was making a comment about how, when they offer the cookies, they have the peanut butter cookies or the chocolate chip cookies, and that's how you can tell who's a serial killer or not. The peanut butter cookie people, those just, come on. I mean, chocolate chip.
That's why I say no comment. I keep you guessing.
Yeah. Queen 9-3 Rainbow, Jake D top. Bill is gonna bet 75. Backdoor diamonds, backdoor straight. Five of hearts. And here comes Bill.
No fear, Bill.
He makes it 80?
And Jake's gonna do it.
Call.
4 on the river, no help. 400 in the pot here, and Bill, 0 fear. And I think this is what a line you're gonna see a lot of players taking, just calling Bill down when they have a decent hand, insta call. And Bill's like, good call, nothing. Now, unfortunately, we didn't actually see Bill push it over like he did in the Val hand, like, oh, good call, here you go. Here you go. But still. But Bill's just gonna keep barreling chips.
And he's having a good time. Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Bill's such a nice-spirited guy that, like, even when he's just barreling with air and you call him, he's like, hey, that was a good call, man. Yeah. It's a good call you did there.
I mean,
can I buy you a drink?
I'm gonna stack you later, but
next time you do that, I'm gonna have quads, and you're not gonna see it coming. But yeah, for the most part, that's where we're at.
So look at getting another look at chip stacks there. Everyone's at least 100 bigs deep right now. Bill's sitting close to 600 bigs.
Bill does what Bill wants.
Rick and Barstow, you're killing me.
There we go. Nick's gonna come in. Nick's gonna come in for a raise. Looks like to 25. 10 jack suited. Gonna snap some people. All right, catching up with the graphics, guys. For those of you who are just tuning in, maybe off the Twitch homepage, this is live from Stone's Gambling Hall. We're at about a 20-25 minute delay. We are located just outside Sacramento, California.
Rafiki man, welcome. Nick makes it 20 to go with a jack 10 of spades. Jake in the cutoff. I think he's gonna 3-bet. Bill makes it all 3-bet to 80. Bill, I got an ace too.
I feel like Bill's getting pocket jokers every hand. Queen 6-8, a bunch of hearts here, and Jake with ace king with the ace of hearts is way out in front here.
And Jake checks.
And Bill checks as well. Now we just saw these two players in a hand where Bill was just bluffing all the way down, and there's just no way that Bill was going to fire out again with air. And there's no way Jake can really extract value other than
This hand was strange, man.
super bluff.
This hand got weird.
That's it.
So Bill,
And Bill
River's
just
just straight,
Hims
but
and haws with, you know, I got the low end of the straight, 4 hearts. He bets exactly half pot. Oh, he's going to show it.
shows a 5.
And Jake's probably like,
shows the
how do you
ace.
fold that? How do you fold that?
I think Rick and Barr sent me the comment in the chat. A bet not made is a bet won. Like, killing me. I think Rick and Barstow was just trying to sell his tight reputation in the chat and just setting up for the next like stream game that he's on, whether it's up north or down south river. And he's just gonna go like bananas.
That's it. Oh yeah, it's just like 0. I love it that Bill like just has complete. I don't even know why Bill's looking at his cards. Bill should just play. Bill's playing Bill's game right now. It doesn't even matter.
Nick googling poker for dummies.
Over to AA Ron. He's gonna make the call.
Well, right, you're right.
Bill wrote a poker book, actually. It's 1 page long. It just says play everything.
Crush.
It just says play everything, crush souls.
Get there.
It says run good. Just run good.
Overthinking to the end. Angry Polak. Queen 9-5 rainbow. Top for Reggie. Pair of 5s for Bill.
Is it bad that every time there's a flop, I instantly look to the hands to see what Bill has? To see where, to kind of see where this hand's gonna go, you know?
How far is this thing gonna go?
Guys, if you like Bill, click that heart, subscribe now. Always good times. Can we make Bill like a staple on every stream?
Just give like a Bill versus Nat heads up game. Just like
It's just boom.
crazy
done.
action levels beyond levels.
I feel like it would just be a lottery scratch. We're like, let's just go all in every hand and see who gets luckier.
Yeah.
See who runs better. 7 peels off on the turn here. It's gonna give Bill a straight draw now, along with his pair of 5s.
Check.
Jack on the river misses, gonna give Reggie the check mark here with a pair of queens.
Not the best card. Not the worst one either. Reggie's gonna go ahead and put out a little value bet.
And he's gone. Bill's checking out.
I don't think his timeshare was in Barstow.
I love it. So guys, if you're checking out and you were wondering how we actually read these cards, it's not because Jake is just that good. It's actually we have RFID chips in the cards and we can read those with the sensors in front of each player on the table. The cool thing is we also calculate true outs. So if somebody needs, like, let's say a 6 as an out, and all of the other 6s were folded from previous players, we show that the player has 0 outs actually, which is
Drawing dead happens.
Yeah, hope, which is hope crushing all at the same time, but they won't know that until 25 minutes later on the delay.
As long as when I'm in the game, to find out I was drawing dead later, I don't care. I just want to like when you get it in, and sometimes they're like, oh, I folded an ace. I folded an ace
doesn't that
too.
suck?
Like,
Doesn't that suck when you go all in?
Let me get my hopes up. Let me think that I'm not that I'm still drawing live here.
Yeah, you have like an ace against like pocket kings, and it's like, oh, I mucked an ace, and you're like, oh, that's great. Well, I do better with less outs. Thank you for your encouragement.
Yeah. Like, let's make it straight. Like I folded a jack, I folded a queen, I folded like a shut up.
Awesome.
Bill makes 20 to go, ace queen.
Brett says you should troll everybody one day and wear 3D glasses and say that you can see everybody's cards through the glasses, and that's how we do it on the stream. All right, Deuce Jack 5 here. Couple of diamonds. Couple of hearts indeed.
Nick actually flops the best side with a pair of 5s.
Pair of 5s. That's not going to slow down Bill at all, that's for sure.
Nick's not even in the hand. Or he might have already folded.
Oh, I love it. Man, Bill is just a one-man wrecking crew right now.
Tearing this game up.
Oh, absolutely. Chips on stacks on racks on racks. So Bill sitting with the chip lead here at 3.2K. Spencer in second with 2K, which is what he just bought fresh. He bought these Stack O white chips, and he is ready to unload. So again, guys, the chips, the greens are $25 chips, the reds are $5 chips, and the whites are $100 chips.
All right, there's the word on the street, guys. We need to follow the stream, or they're gonna take me out back and take me out cartel style.
That's it. You know, Brett chimes in. It's tough to play on a table when somebody like Bill has a stack like that, because it's just every hand. I mean, your stack is at risk every single hand, if he wants it to be, of course.
I believe it's Rafiki Man. We're just table stakes, so the game starts out. I believe it's a 200 to 1K max to start the game, and then table stakes after that. So you can buy in up to the biggest stack. So if you want to load for 3K right now, you can.
And I wouldn't actually be surprised if Spencer came back and reloaded for 2K. I wouldn't be surprised if Bill gets higher up there, if Spencer just adds on another K, because why not? I'll be up there. Man, I'll tell you what, if Bill and Spencer get involved in a hand, that's going to be an expensive pot pretty quick.
So here we see it's a $10 straddle. A bunch of players try to limp in here, and Nick, we talked about button abuse. Nick takes a 9-10 off here, makes it 50 to go. He just wants to play big pots in position. Bill makes a call. Jake's gonna try to do a little set mining with his 5s here. J.A. and the calls both 8s, and we're gonna go 6-way in a...
Wow, 6-way, 3 clubs on the flop. Check that out. 2 pair for Reggie with 7-4. Only players with a club is Jake and J.A. Both not the best clubs. 8 of clubs, 5 of clubs. So this pot developed pretty quickly. A little over 300 in the pot right now. And Soviet the Russia sets mine you. That's funny. I gotta give it to him. All right, 85 is the bet. Everybody checks around to Nick here on the button. He's gonna fire 85 in there.
Jay's got a club. Can't continue though.
Especially not with all those players behind him. Bill's in total whiff city.
But has not folded the Jack Deuce yet. Oh my god, he's gonna float it.
Oh
This is
man!
sick.
I don't even know. And the thing is that Nick fires out here. Nick's got like air with 10 high, with no club redraw, anything. So I think Bill could be floating here, trying to represent a club if it happens. And the sick part is, it could totally work because Nick has no club. This could get interesting. Let's see what Reggie does here with bottom 2 pair.
And Reggie's gonna call as well. Reggie overcalling might slow us down now. That card is better for Nick's range than it is for the other players. The problem is...
I feel like this could be anybody's pot. I'm not sure where this pot's going to go here.
Nick might worry that he's just, might be, firing into already a made flush.
So Bill's first to act. And you know what you could almost represent if you had for instance, the king of clubs, and now you just binked the king.
Representing a very, very narrow range of hands here, if we bet the turn. Reggie, he now leads out 200.
So Nick instantly got away, and I don't even know.
Operation, never mind.
I was gonna say, I can't see Bill continuing this hand, but then again, Bill is full of surprises.
The card does make it less encouraging for Bill to take this away. Reggie can easily have
Bill is right
King
on the
X
fence.
of clubs.
Bill's right on the fence of continuing this block. Ooh, wow, uh-oh. Oh, man.
Says, I'm not done yet.
Oh, man, Bill. Oh, man. Wow. This is not a Hollywood, guys. Bill is really thinking about getting spunky here. No, he's gonna be gone. He thought about it. That was not a Hollywood, though. Truly thinking about it.
And right now, Nick's thinking poker's stupid.
I feel like, guys, make sure you click that heart to see what Bill does next. What will Bill do in next week's episode?
Oh, man. Interesting line there from Reggie.
So it was a check bottom 2 on the flop.
He overcalled.
Overcalled a bet and a call. Then checks
leads
to
the
him and
turn.
then leads into it. Yeah. Well, maybe he thought that Nick was weak and Bill could be anywhere. So I mean, that's the only read I got right there.
$10 straddle is still live.
My guy right there.
And Jake, I think he made a really big open there under the gun. Okay, he only made it 40. All right, that's reasonable. So Jake makes it 40 to go under the gun, king jack off. Might be in an ambitious open in a really, really snug game. This game's playing pretty loose. Might be kind of the bottom of the range of hands, might be looking to open under the gun. But then again, if Bill's going to be defending as wide as 8-5 off, why not?
Boom. 5-6 jack here. Bill pairs up with his 5, as does Jake with his jack. And it's not going to slow him down. And Bill's going to come along with you. Jake's going to fire 60. Bill snap calls. Couldn't call quick enough. 9 on the turn gives Bill a straight draw now, along with his pair. 100.
Bill's like beating him into these pots.
Insta called.
Top 2.
Top 2 for Jake, not going anywhere. Another 100 is just small enough to probably get Bill to maybe just donate another bill. Pun intended.
Bill's beating busted clubs.
And Watright comments that it's Jake is getting top pair against Bill, which is just
a good spot to be in.
Yeah, it's a good spot to be in.
Jake gets paid.
100 here, 100 there, so that's going to put Bill's stack now just slightly beneath 3K. Man, I really wish we had this sweet graph that could show Bill's stack over time, because it would just be like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's the games you want to be in, right? I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, unless you're Nick running your flush into Bill's nut flush, and that's not where you want to be.
Nick might have gone to go break another rubber band. TX Poker 30.
What's going on? What's up?
Action on Reggie.
Jake under the gun here is going to make it 20 to go with 10-6.
Did he straddle 20? You gotta imagine, right?
Hoping.
The 10-6.
I'm hoping? Question mark?
45 total.
Oh, 45 here from Aaron?
Out of the small blind. Huh. And we got multi-way action.
These pots are getting juicy. Pots at 175, 3 players going to it. King, deuce, queen, a couple of clubs out there. Aaron, the original aggressor here, spikes his queen. And Bill has a deuce, which is enough to come along.
Come hither. Come hither.
Man, you give a mouse a cookie. If you give a Bill a pair, he's in. 8 peels off. No help to Bill here. Aaron still with the best. $60 bet and call. Another 8 on the river. Aaron with the check mark.
Clubs do get there. Might save Bill a little bit of money here. Then again, it might be just the card that Bill needs to take his pot away from Aaron.
Bill's pretty regular. Bill was he was featured in our last stream as well, and he's here at this stream. I'm sure you'll see plenty of Bill coming up for sure.
Bill checks it back.
Queen 10's gonna hold. He'll drag a pot just under 300 here. Not bad for the small blind special. And I believe I just saw Nick reloading. So we got Nick C there, I believe, adding on as well. And I think you're going to see...
Break another rubber band.
Yeah, break another band. Guys, hop into that rubber band bankroll. I think you're going to see a lot of players adding on here. I think the game is just hitting that escalation juicy point, and we're going to have a little bit over an hour left in our stream, so get ready, guys. Jelly Much too. What's going on? Welcome. And good old Paul the dealer, artist extraordinaire.
I like Mercier. This guy's the best. Action on Reggie. Squeeze another 9-4 and making the fold. Nick makes 20 to go with the Hawaiian vacation hand. Queen Jack off. Open 20, call 20.
Aaron waking up with Ace King here from the button. He's gonna flat it.
I'm seeing too much flatting Ace King.
Maybe he didn't want to scare out Bill.
It's a chance.
All right, Ace Jack 8 here on the flop. Aaron does hit his ace. Jake and Nick both hit jacks. And an 8 for MP Crossing.
The check to MP Crossing is going to feel out his 8. And now, Aaron makes a call.
Oh, look at that. King on the turn gives top 2 for Aaron here.
And MP Crossing's not done firing at this pot.
Pot's at 200, and MP Crossing's gonna make it about 50, 60 bucks it is.
Raise. Raise.
I'm sorry, what was that, Jake? Raise.
Aaron, we raise here.
Ah, there he is. Yeah, there's a stack of green. We're coming in for a raise. Hey, 135, something like that.
Grand Theft Overbet.
Yeah, and this should be setting off some bells here for MP Crossing. He does have a redraw here to Broadway if a queen peels off, which is clearly what he's going for here. I mean, I don't think he's thinking his 8 is any good. And Brick on the river is going to give the check mark to our Ace King here, Aaron. And I think MP Crossing here is in check fold mode. Yep, look at that. All you got to do is reach for chips and it's good.
Easy game.
Taking a look at those stacks here, 700. I don't know if that, I'm looking at Nick's stack. I don't know if that incorporates what he just reloaded on for. It looks like he's sitting maybe 1,200. I think he has probably 1,000 in green right there. So we'll see. Bill's a lag program to Android. I am a robot. I play poker like a robot. Actually, no, I don't think you can program a robot to play like Bill. Bill's like, I do what I want every single time.
Nick picks up Ace Jack, which seems like the 10th time tonight. Makes it 20 to go.
Taking a look there, is that 3 stacks of green in front of Nick now? So Nick's sitting almost 2K deep. Nick's like 1,800.
And as usual, Nick gets like 11-way action.
I know, look at this Ace King Jack here on the flop.
And Nick might have finally flopped the best of it, he might feel.
Finally, it's taken. I mean, it's way too long here. Even when he flops Ace Jack, it's all suited. All right, 55, here's the bet. I think Bill needs to be on the next Veronica and Friends. How could you make Veronica and Friends even more crazy? Put Bill in it. Yeah.
And Bill calls with his ace. And Nick's probably thinking like he's probably got King 10.
Yeah. Deuce peels off here. No help to either. Now, Nick and Bill obviously have a lot of history here. I think Nick obviously knows he's ahead, or hoping he's ahead. You never know with Bill at this point. 90 betting to Bill, trying to get some of that cash back from earlier. Bill's going to make the call. But 5 peels off, Nick's definitely going to get some more action.
Almost. And we value bet here. 250, 200.
Pot's at 415. What are we going to go for? 150.
Bet small.
He did bet small. I think he really just wants to make sure he gets paid. He wants every little bit of Bill he can, and he's going to get it.
Bill says I will not be bluffed. And ace-jack finally holds for Nick.
And Nick's just thinking, dude, if you
Come on.
if you
like,
somehow
can you
table
raise?
like if you somehow raise me and table like Queen 10 or Ace King, I'd be like, do I run that bad? Do I run that bad? Tell me I don't run that bad.
If Bill were to make it like 600 there, I think Nick still
dude.
calls and just
But Nick would be just like his stomach would be
alright,
churning.
I'm
You'd
over
see
it.
him like, I need a bucket to throw up. I need something
Yeah.
to throw up real quick, and then I gotta call anyways. Man,
Poker Pro Eric PLO is not dead.
guys, if you like people who just keep rebuying massive amounts of chips and crazy games like this, make sure you click that heart. Never miss a beat. 30 from Jake here on the button with pocket eights. Kelly with 5-7 suited, the snapper. She's gonna come along.
And Spencer's yet to put those white chips to work.
Spencer's gonna pick his spot, trust me. I think when Spencer starts putting those chips in, you're gonna see a lot of those chips going there.
Here we go. 5-way action.
9-5-3 Rainbow. Kelly spikes a 5. Jake's 8s are still good. Wings, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Good gog, Meng. Welcome.
Jake bets 100 with his 8s.
And Bill has got a 3. It's good enough. He's going to come along with him. Ooh, and Bill spikes the jack. 2 pair for Bill. Checks it. Jake's going to check behind. Ace peels off. It could save Jake a couple bucks. I really don't see him calling Bill's bet here, but then again, Bill is very capable of firing this with air, with absolute air.
Can I fold anything to Bill? It makes a pot-sized bet on the river.
And that's, I mean, you saw right there, that look that Jake just gave you says it all. Like, I know I don't have much, but it's Bill. I mean, he'd do this with anything, but is this the pot? No, this is not the pot.
It's not the one.
No, he's gonna get away from it. Bill, a little retribution for Bill finally. He was hemorrhaging some chips on his last couple pots. You gotta give him one every now and then
But
if
now
he's
we're
gonna
back.
keep playing him. Yeah, there you go.
Bill's come back in a big way.
So guys, if you're just tuning in, this is live from Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, right outside of Highway 80. Come see us, come hang out, come play some games. Earlier we were talking about every Sunday and Monday we do splash pots where we just give away money, touchdowns, we pick a game in football.
Oh my god, yesterday was such a good day for that.
Yeah, how much? How many? Like a lot of them, right?
Oh, a lot, because I think they had, in the morning was a big game, and then they had the Chargers-Falcons game in the afternoon, and they gave away like over, through by the second half, or by the first half of the second game, the house started giving away like $1,000.
I love it. I love it.
And there were only 2 games going at the time, so it was just like every time they drew a table, it was like free money.
You just hear cheering, cheering, cheering. All right, so back to the action here. Nick C is going to pop it up with Ace King. I believe he made it 20, and we got a 3-bet back from Jake to 80. Five Pike, they're allowed to have their phones out. They're allowed to actually check out some of the stream that's going on as well because we're on a 25-minute delay.
Yeah, as long as you're not on your phone and have a live hand.
Yeah. I think it's more of a it's a game flow issue, a timing thing. Make sure you keep the action moving. So, like King High
Something
here
for
on
everyone.
the board, yeah, everybody's got a piece of it. Straight draw for Jake, top for Nick.
And MP Crossland's going to lead out with a pair of 7s and backdoor spades.
Bill spikes King as well. So Bill's going to come along. If a heart peels off, could see some more fireworks.
And now
from Bill.
Nick with tops could like, okay, I got a bet into a bet and a call and an overcall, and I got top pair, top kicker. See what his line is. He's gonna raise.
I think that's enough to get the point across here to MP Crossan, most likely. Especially with players behind him, but you never know. And Bill's a loose cannon. I mean, you know, with Bill behind me and I'm MP Crossan spot, it's... I don't know. Well, I mean, then how much does he have behind?
He's gonna flat.
This pot is gonna get large quickly, guys.
And now, if you're Jake, you have to call.
I mean, yeah, look at the odds you're getting. 135 into $1,000
And it's
right
because if the jack peels off,
he's getting 8 to 1 on his money.
There's a very good chance that when your opponent's gonna have a hand, you know, a 2-pair plus type hand that can pay you off, you can't fold here if you're Jake. Forget about it.
JWebTX, thanks for joining us. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, look at this. You're getting 8 to 1 on your money, and that's exactly what Jake's gonna do here. Bingo, bango!
Jesus.
Wow! All right. Woo! That right there.
Disco.
If you're Jake, you just hit jackpot.
And that might save Nick some money. That board is getting very, very coordinated, very, very quick.
Oh man, this is gonna escalate quickly.
Nick's gotta be worried that he might be up against a 2-pair plus type hand here. There's no flush draw.
Bingo, bango, indeed.
Multiple opponents here. I don't know what if I like leading here. Nick's gonna go ahead and bet out. You're getting value from King, Queen.
And it's a heart
And-
too, God for Bill. It gives
Queen
Bill the flush
Jack.
draw with his king. Bill's going nowhere. Hey Bill, where are you going? Nowhere.
I just don't like leading here.
Get ready, guys.
Nick bets 350.
If you're not sitting down, I recommend sitting down because this is going to get bumpy. There's
And
going
if
to
it
be
crossing stuffs.
Why not? There's going to be turbulence, guys. Lots of turbulence here. Pot of the night.
And Jake's just like gotta be drooling here. He's got a bet, a shove,
And then Bill
and
coming
Bill
in behind.
cutting out chips.
Oh God.
And Jake is nutted.
This. Wow. Wow, guys. Lots of wow.
Is that a raise? No. He calls 350. Action on Jake. Jake, wow, Jake stuffs all of it.
And
Nick's got an easy fold.
Dude, Nick,
Jake,
and Nick,
you gotta
Nick,
be like,
no, Nick
this
makes
isn't real.
Yeah, Nick's like, I can't believe how I'm running. Nick has to go away, and he does.
I would have liked to check folding there if I'm Jake. I'm sorry, if I'm Nick.
And Bill makes the call.
Bill snaps off. Drawing to hearts.
Well, Bill calls. We'll see if he snaps off in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, hold on. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Pot's at like 3,100 at least.
Here we go.
Click that heart if you like crazy pots. Good Lord. This is gonna be so sick. All of us are waiting. This is like worse than the Walking Dead premiere. Like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Oh my God. The chat goes crazy.
7. That's a shot.
Ace, Brick City. Queen is good for the straight. Jake is gonna take down the monster cookie pot right here. Wow. Everybody in the chat, y'all are sick. Wow. Wow. And the sick part about it is, that would have given Colvin top 2 pair. That would have given Nick top 2.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he even, would have been there, but man, wow. Pot of the night. POTN right there, guys.
In the count here, he's got 7.
735.
What a pot.
Wow. We have a new chip leader, and I'll tell you what, Jake has been waiting the entire stream for that right there.
Yeah.
He was down to not a whole lot earlier, guys.
Yeah, he took that cooler where J8 shoved his straight draw into him.
Yeah.
He was top. He called off and got it drawn out on the turn. And Jake just takes down a 3K pot
Just
in
look
a
at that.
4-way mess.
You need a snow plow to shovel all those chips over there. Check that out. Happy birthday to Jake. Said he's been waiting for that for this entire stream. Angry Pollex like his entire life. Give me that pot.
And Nick picks up, and things just were not going his way.
No, and nobody can blame Nick there at all. I mean, Nick ran into some pretty sick coolers. That was rough. That was rough.
Whee!
The buy-in for this table was, what was the minimum? Max was 1,000?
When the game starts, you have 200 to 1,000 to start the game, and then we just play table stakes after that. So if you want, you can come down here and load for 3K plus.
You can load up for 3.1K. Just say I want to match Jake over there. And now Jake wakes up with Ace King very next hand, and Kelly wakes up with aces.
Yeah, and Bill already opened up a pot of nines.
Yeah, guys, are you ready for Action Pot Part 2? Are you guys ready?
Live poker's rigged.
Because it's going down. It's going down right now.
Kelly flat, no. Kelly flat the aces? She did. So it's an open to 20,
super sneaky.
To 50, and Kelly flats the aces.
Queen A3 on the flop.
Checks over Kelly. 160 in the pot. She bets out 75. Bill's gonna snap call nines here.
Rick and Barstow.
Dump ace king. 3-bet check fold. Save all the monies. 4 on the turn.
Aces versus nines, the battle.
310 on the pot. We're gonna bet like 150 here. 150.
Oh, if a 9 peels off, I'd just be like, whoa. Oh my God, why? Oh,
Chips on 11.
wow.
Live poker is so rigged.
Wow. Okay.
That's what happens when you river a 2-outer.
150 and
Oh
Bill's
gosh,
stuffs it.
stuff. Oh no.
Check, shove, river.
Why do it just makes me make the Home Alone face? Why?
I think you can fold it, Kelly.
I don't know what's going on.
9-10, Jack 9, Jack 10. Jack 10 got there.
I don't know what's going on.
I think you fold. I think the 8-9, you fold it, you lose 8-9, Jack 10. You beat Jack 9 and 9-10. Is he really turning those hands into bluffs? I would think not. I'm really worried that I'd be paying off either the slow played set of 8, set of 3s,
Wow.
or Jack 10, or Queen 9.
Wow.
You're losing to so many hands here.
And that's the thing, is obviously the last thing in the world you'd think of right now is pocket nines, but yes, there is a lot of other hand combos that really stick
Slow
your
play
aces.
pocket 8, slow play pocket
Yeah.
3s, Jack 10 gets there, 8-9 gets there, Queen 9 gets there, and I just don't see him turning Jack 9 or 9-10 into a bluff.
Wow, lots of wow.
Live poker's rigged.
I love it. The chat is just, poker is neat, poker is gross. Oh my God, I can't take it. Oh.
The problem that we've seen this run, several players run into this issue is that it's Bill, and Bill is so wide.
That's the point.
And he can be doing so many things in so many pots. You rationalize. I mean, you play out the hand as it played out. You think, okay, an overpair should not be good here. Kelly says call, and she's gonna pay the boatman.
All she can do is smile at the sickness that is. I just, wow.
Hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
I blacked out. Yeah, you go take a walk. I feel like you need to walk that off.
I'm gonna walk over to the game. Jesus.
Aunt Doom chimes in the chat. This is the type of hand that sends you out for a smoke break. It's time to go have a smoke break.
Pick the wrong day to quit sniffing glue.
Good Lord. Is there ever a right day though? And guys, welcome to the roller coaster that is Bill's chip stack. Up and down and up we go. God. Yeah, Poker Pro Eric says, I'm surprised Nick C didn't actually have AA there the way he was running tonight.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
It was not his night.
Wow. I had this weird feeling. I was like, what if a 9 peeled off? What if? Oh, you mean that 9 right there? That 9? Oh, okay, got it.
So sick.
There it is. Bill is back. Bill is back.
Bill, we missed you. Welcome back.
Is not dead in Sacramento. It is very much alive here at Stones.
You know, how much did Bill have when we started the stream? 1,000? Something? I think Bill was just sitting at 1,000. I think he was sitting at 1,000 like everybody else.
And
Or
he had that
like
Cracker Jacks pot with Nick. And then it was like, away we go.
Wow.
Aunt Doom, get on the list, get down here, get in this game.
So earlier, right about halfway through the stream, when we said this game is about to escalate quickly, we were not wrong. We were not wrong. So it looks like we got a new shooter here in seat 4. I don't know if he has any idea what he's actually getting into. I don't know, unless he was watching the stream.
And Doom says he was on the list for the game but couldn't get down here in time. So far, you missed out on a good one.
You need to get down here like now.
Reggie makes a 20 to go off the button. Ace King, three-way action. Ace Deuce Queen, 2 hearts, top for Reggie, pair of queens for Aaron. Yeah, that's a good point. The new player sits down, like looks over at Jake's stacks, says, "Oh, it looks like you're running pretty good." And Jake was coming. He was down to like $300 one time.
Oh yeah.
And now he had to run 300 and a 3K, and what? 45 minutes, half an hour.
That's it. Yeah, you know, just 10 extra buy-in, guys. Not a big deal. Man, there are some swings at this table. Swinging.
Craig Skills, Bill is a super user. Isn't it the truth? Isn't it the truth? Dr. Kelly G
Just
breaks
mounds of, look at the mounds of chips over here. Mounds and mounds. Stacks on stacks. No, I don't think Jake's leaving. I'm thinking he's probably just coloring up from the massive, super crazy mansions of red chips he had. So again, if those of you who are just tuning in, make sure you click that heart and subscribe. And the chips you're looking at, the reds are 5s, the greens are 25s, and the whites are $100 chips. $6-5-6 on the flop. J.A. spikes a little piece of it here with a 5.
Yeah, I think Jake's just coloring up.
Honestly, I especially if you have a big healthy stack, I don't know why you would leave this game. Where else are you going to go? What other game are you going to go to that's not this game? I'd really be confused.
J.A. takes on the pot with a pair of 5s.
You see, even people walking by are like, "What's going on over there? What are you guys doing?" Oh, looks good.
The game is real.
Stone's Gambling Hall, located in
Sacramento, California. Come on down where we give away large pots, pocket pairs, and rack attacks.
You know that's going to somehow end up on the internet, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Gonna be like
Yeah, that's good. We'll take it.
Yeah. Ship it. So now we're back to playing limp pot poker. Or we were until it was Bill's option.
I was gonna say, even then, like limp pot poker is never limp pot poker here.
Ace 10-9 rainbow.
PR on 1, please.
Jake's got a pair of aces. Action's on Bill. Jake bets 15 with his pair of aces, and this should get through. I take that back. Aaron's gonna call for backdoor straight, backdoor clubs.
Oh, another ace for Jake, why not? And doesn't slow him down at all. But it's gonna be enough to get Aaron out of there.
Aaron might have felt he could also maybe bluff a queen or a jack, or queen, jack, or 8 coming off. Possibly. Jake shows trip aces.
Yeah, Plastic is right. Come on down to Sacramento, California.
Float one time. I love it. See, that's where I give myself trouble. I float there and it's like, okay, well, another ace. You can't have an ace here.
Yeah.
So then,
No way you can have an ace.
so I can raise here. And
You're giving him more aces. Why would he have an ace?
Yeah.
He doesn't have one. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Good Lord, do you need like a small second mortgage on your house to go sit in this game real quick and hang out, or what?
Just a small one, yeah.
Just a small one.
Just a small one.
Just for a minute, just to see how it feels.
Just squeeze 20K and barrel.
You're like, oh, I played this small 5-5 game and I lost $18,000. I really don't know what happened. When is the next PLO night?
I'm not sure, but we do have a killer 816
I was gonna say, we got some
high-low in the outer table.
Sick Omaha right now.
10-5-5?
Oh, lots of 5s for Bill. Nobody will see that coming. Spencer with pocket 9s and a raise to 25-2. Why would Bill ever have a 5?
JA calls this pair of 10s, and now here comes Bill.
Bill could lose a car in PLO.
And no, Spencer, I'm not folding here. It's Bill. Well, Spencer plays better than I do, evidently.
Yeah, no.
But
Spencer's not ready to start throwing in all those whites. So JA is going to make the call here. Ace peels off. No help to him. $1.25 from Bill. Not slowing down at all.
And JA says, I got a whole top pair and I'm not done yet.
So he's going to be looking for one of those 2 10s remaining.
Spades get there.
No
Might slow things down. Might save JA a little bit of money.
He's going to attempt to represent something. Spades,
Too small.
Not nearly enough to get Bill off a hand. That's
$100 does not
gonna
get
be a snap
a
call.
man like Bill off.
I don't even know if, I mean, honestly, I think he could have almost shoved there, and I don't know if Bill's going away. I just think Bill doesn't want to.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, that just that line just wouldn't make any sense.
No, it wouldn't. I get it, but I don't know if there is a right amount that you can bet there to make Bill
Get Bill full to full trip fives.
I don't think you can.
I think Bill can full trip fives. He folded it straight earlier.
I'm not saying he's incapable of it. I'm just saying kind of the way the hand would play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean,
I'm just like, I think Bill's just like he does one of the I call. If you got me, you got me. You know.
it's kind of a little defensive bet there by JA, trying to lay his own price to showdown.
Yeah. I'll take that. Ron here. It's going to make it 20 to go. And Bill's going to flat with 20 with ace jack here. Kelly's coming along as well. JA is going to hop in there with jack 6, dubbed as the shocker. Ace 5-8 here, couple of diamonds.
Top 2 for Ron, who was the original aggressor.
And Bill here with ace jack could get into some trouble here against Ron. But then again, it's Bill. We all know he's going to spike the jack. Am I right? Am I right?
So Aaron bets out pretty small here, and he gets Bill to raise him. That's 25. It's raised to 75. Bill now makes the call. And this is going perfectly for Aaron.
Exactly. So he's going to flat. No help there. Now, what's Aaron going to do here? Is he going to check it? Check now. He's going to fire it again to Bill and see what he does.
It's a weird line.
It is.
To lead, if you were to lead, call raise, and then lead again. I mean, it would. If he turned 2 pair or turned a straight, it would make more sense. But it's a weird line to take with top 2 here, the way this hand played out. I'd be more inclined to.
Look at Bill just. Oh!
Bill
Wow! He said, "You show, I fold."
I think Aaron extracts more money if he check calls there.
Yeah, because I think if he checks, I think Bill obviously fires again.
Chit chat going on in the outer tables.
No, that's Dave. I know him. Dave.
So there, Jake's up to 3,700. Bill's got 2,400 in front of him. Spencer and Reggie all around 2K. Click the heart, guys. Get notified. We'll let you know when we're going live.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't like this, you don't like poker. I mean, I'm sorry. I know it's a cliche line, but it's the truth. Click that heart.
It's a mess.
Yeah, you want to tune into this all day.
And if you want to get in this game, download the Stones app and throw your name on the list. Or if you want to play some 8-16-08.
Yeah, I've definitely used the Stone app a few times when I'm just like, I wonder if there's any good games going on right now. And then I was like, wow, there's like 9 of them. Okay, I'll be right over. Kelly was all in before. Was that enough to stack her? I think it might have been. Yeah, she probably rebought.
VG Haunted, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know where any card rooms are on the East Coast.
Around Boston. Generally, I kind of look for any sort of like Harris properties, I guess. You know, because I know it's like rough World Series of Poker type stuff. If I'm around wherever, I don't know.
8 on the river.
A Res 7 Borg, we have a Stones Gambling Hall app. It's available for both iOS and Android. Just punch in Stones Gambling or Stones, I think just Stones Gambling Hall. It should just pull right up. Download it. You can check out our live games we have going on. You can check out the menu, the whole 9 yards. You can see our tournament schedule as well. It's pretty slick.
Twitter's going nuts right now. This is wonderful.
Oh, with this game?
No, everything.
I love it.
Yeah, since the app came out, I mean, I think I mentioned this before. I mean, we're all so spoiled. We want instant gratification with everything we do, and I mean, you don't gotta drive to casinos anymore. Now you can just call put your name on the list. And then now that we have the app now, I don't even like bother calling anymore. It's like now it's too hard to punch in 7 buttons to make a phone call or to click contacts, hit stones, and like.
Actually,
open the app on my
I've ordered food to go, and I just pop in the app and I go in the menu and I just click call the restaurant because I'm too lazy to actually punch in like Google, Stones, Sammy's.
Yeah.
I'm just like, just do it. Just get in.
All the information at our fingertips.
Right at the fingertips. So easy to get to.
Life's too easy sometimes. If you guys only knew the things, the other wonderful things that happen here at
Come on
Stones
down to
Gambling Hall.
Stones. Always good times. Yeah, we always have juicy 1-2 no limit games, 1-3 no limit games, the 2-5 games, and all the games here play just the right sizing that you'd want. They all play a little bit bigger than you'd expect.
Hey, Aaron makes it 25 to go. Ace King. Bill's gonna flat the Ace Jack. Jake comes along with a 6-7 offer as well. And on 4, 5, 10, 2 spades, Jake's open-ended.
Oh, we got a new shooter over there.
Bet.
Seat 6.
Fresh blood in seat 6. And we love
when
it.
these guys sit down, I just want to be like,
And fresh blood loads. Look at this.
I
Let's go.
love it. I was gonna say, do you know what game you're getting into? But obviously, from how he
Yes,
got
he
in,
does.
he does know. All right, so we got open-ended here for Jake, and Aaron spikes his king here.
Also picks up the nut spade draw.
And does complete possible spades if somebody else was already on that draw.
Now the king shouldn't improve Jake for anything that he bet on 10-4-5 unless he specifically already had spades or is betting spades. King 10 improves. Aaron is gonna make the call. Brick.
Super brick.
And Aaron makes out a little defensive bet. If I was Jake here, I might be curious to think that Aaron is trying to lay his own price to showdown with like a 10 here. And I'd think about trying to get Aaron off. That's what I think about when I'm in poker games.
Yeah, is that what you think about?
It is. I mean, we know it was a defensive bet. Trying to lay his own price to showdown. Almost begging to get raised.
VG Hunter with another question.
And a recommendation for new starters entertaining their dream card games. What?
Like, let's just say from online card gaming to real-time gambling, right?
Oh.
Are we just talking about going from the same online poker to real-life poker? I'm thinking so.
Yeah. Volume. I mean, you already have the advantage of playing online, so you've seen more hands most live players have seen already anyhow. So you're already a leg up on the competition. It's just now getting comfortable, with handling chips, making live reads, and live poker plays everything online poker does.
Absolutely.
If we saw 678 in the chat, he's the one who can testify to that greatly. I mean, the online game is very, very different and much more mathematical. I mean, especially because you can always see how much is in the pot and stack size, and it allows you to make, I think, better decisions. You have more information, more accurate information at your disposal at all times. So it plays a little bit differently.
Absolutely. And I think it's really being in control of yourself too, and your tells, your possible tells, etc. Because on online you don't have to worry about that, right? You're kicking back, you're laughing with your friends while you're like, I got aces, this guy has no idea.
Yeah,
it's a little different. it,
Yeah.
you know, when you're playing live. So back to this action real quick. Bill actually pops it up to 30 with deuce 3. You get a 3-bet from James with ace queen to $1.25. Now it's on JA here with pocket jacks. And it looks like he is going to come in for, did he announce raise? He did announce raise. Looks like he's going to come in for a little over 300, 320? 325 is the bet. So now we had an original bet, a raise, a 3-bet, and a 4-bet to 3.25. And
325 with pocket jacks.
Fleetwood, I think this this list right now, yeah, it varies, but we can get you on the list. I mean,
Download the app, see what the list is like.
yeah, I don't care where you are. You just want to start making your way here right now.
Are you gonna chat in there?
And it's gonna get through. Bill with deuce trade. How bad of a bad beat story do I want to give someone? He
Remember,
gives it away.
remember when the biggest stack at this table when we started the stream was only $1,000? Yeah, that's not the case anymore. Not even close.
Action back on James. Ace Queen. Ace Queen versus a 4-bet out of position. I think should be a pretty standard fold for me.
Rafiki says he loves the 3-bet punish them jacks.
Yeah.
Sees a lot of bad flops here. Boom. Taking it down.
Jay shows the jacks.
Oh, I was like, just show one. Be that sick. Hey, we'll take it. Picks up a nice $160 profit right there, something like that.
Mooner MMC, welcome to the game.
Welcome, welcome.
We are streaming some 5-5 no limit hold'em. Game's playing pretty deep. Got stacks as 3,700 watts right now.
Yeah, we got stacks on stacks, and we had, like, for instance, our new player there in seat 7. 6 just bought in for like 2,500. Yeah, I mean, come on down. Water's warm. Weather's good.
So it's 5-5 with a $10 straddle right now.
Love it.
Jake is going to try to limp in the deuces under the gun +2.
Just buying in for 500 bigs. You know, no big deal.
Is he game? James on the button. I think he picked up Ace Jack, if I'm not mistaken. Can I see the graphics correctly? Yeah, James is Ace Jack on the button. He makes it 50 to go. Jake's going to try to do some set mining here. This gentleman going to go heads up to the flop.
Yeah, they got it right. Minimum buy-in was $200, guys, up to $1,000 when we started, and then table stakes after that, as represented by seat 6, sitting down with $2,500.
If I'm Jake here, I didn't like the lead. I don't like the lead. He led for 75. James made it 175. And this is exactly why I don't like making this play. Because it looks like exactly what it is. A little feeler bet, hey, where am I at?
And then when you get popped, regardless of if you have nothing or deuces or whatever, it's the same outcome.
And when you do that to a player, except the player realizes, okay, you're just making a feeler bet, you can now arbitrarily raise that. Or I'm sorry, you literally raise that with any two cards.
With anything, yeah.
One round of 520. Anybody in that? Everyone in? One round of 520.
I guess the only way you can try to maybe balance that is if you're also willing to donk bet or lead, like really like flop sets and things like that. If you got an aggressive player who is going to be raising probe bets or little feeler bets habitually, then if you're also leading strong hands, then that can kind of balance that. Otherwise, I think you're just like giving away money. And then we see what Anthony says, yeah, leading with sets.
Lead with sets. So 55 here, firing out from Spencer with ace-10.
So it's 5-5-20. It's a $20 straddle from Jake. Or did he? Yeah. Bill straddled for 20. And Jake flats 20.
Spencer made it 80 to go.
James out of the mud.
James with 10. Yeah, James with 10s is going to come in for a 3-bet?
Here it is. 3-bet with 10s. And Spencer thinking, God, I just started finally putting these chips to work.
Yeah, guys, he's like, haven't you seen? I haven't played a hand in a while, guys. Come on, give me some credit here.
And Bill, suited connectors, wow. I just thought Bill would have called there. Bill's been calling everything. Why not? Number one headwinds is a round of $20 straddles. And James takes down the pot. Not surprised. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
VG Hana, yeah, get back out here, man. You obviously know where you can come play a good game. You're watching it. $60. Kelly waking up with aces again, and she's thinking, don't let this go like last time. Don't give Bill nines, but she is going to get some action from Aaron here with jacks. He might come in for a re-raise here. Oh, he even asked about it first. 160. Oh, don't you just love hearing somebody re-raise you when you're sitting there in aces?
Happy birthday to Kelly. No jack in the window.
No jack in the window. Hashtag. Now what's Kelly going to do? She's just going to flat.
She's going to try to get her stack, and I like it, and we love it.
Perfect. Now that's going to slow down Aaron here a little bit. It's Aaron first to act.
345 in the pot. Kelly's in it. She should be able to check, shove. Oh no, Aaron's in the small blind. What?
Now that's going to give, that's going to give Aaron open-ended here.
Check, check.
Looks like they're going to check it down, maybe. Oh!
Straight.
Ay-ya.
Kelly, you're now beating nothing. You're now losing eights through jacks.
And they checked it down.
And that's 0 for 2 tonight for Kelly G with
Jack's
aces.
no good. Yeah, they checked it down. That was not going to help.
Ay-ya.
And that is when the check down goes bad. When checking down goes wrong.
I liked her flatting the aces with her stack size. Then you should be able to, when your opponent 3-bets out of the blind here, you should be c-betting heads up a huge percentage of the time. And then with those stack sizes, you should be able to jam over any flop and get your stack in.
If it would have came all unders, I think we would have seen plenty of fireworks there.
Yeah, it comes all unders if, Bill didn't, or I'm sorry, Aaron didn't put on the brakes.
Yeah, on a 10 high board, I knew right off the bat when we saw the king it was going to slow down Aaron a lot. And I think Kelly was just playing nice and it came back and bit her. Jimmy, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Spencer makes it 60 to go with a jack 10 of diamonds. And here comes Bill.
Bill's like 7-4, bring it. I'm in.
I got 2 quad draws. They don't fold.
Yes, I'm not. I got 2 flush draws. I don't have to be suited. 5, 3, 10 here on the flop. Couple of clubs. Jake spikes a 5. 10 for Spencer, who 3-bet it to 60. Pot's just about 150. Spencer's going to fire out 70. Just about half. And Bill's going to make the call with a gut shot. Top 2 now for Spencer. Great turn for Spencer. Pot's approaching 300. Bill checks it over to Spencer, who's definitely not going to give him a free card.
175.
If a 6 peels on the river, man, I just don't know. I just don't know anymore in my life.
He bets 185. I was close.
You were way off. Samsonite. I was way off.
Bets 185 from Spencer.
What, right? Win, Spencer, damn it. Win. Don't you quit on me.
Oh my god, Bill's cutting out a check raise? Oh no, he just calls.
Oh, that's
Jack's
good.
full for Spence.
Monster cookie nut. Unfortunately, Bill's not going to pay him unless...
But Bill can bluff.
Oh, Bill, what are you doing, Bill? Uh-oh.
Whee!
Spencer's thinking, please grab more, Bill.
300, and Spencer says, yes, I want to go to there.
Spencer's like, I have been waiting so long for this moment. Monster cookie nut indeed. Macadamia nut, white chocolate.
Spencer's trying to figure like, okay, he's probably got busted clubs. How do I get value here? I'm probably not. What off chance he has the jack of clubs and we'll pay.
And there's just no way you're going to get any more value from Bill. Even though obviously I was wrong when I said that on the river anyways before Bill fires it. Okay,
Spencer puts in most of his stack here. It's always so strong. And we know that Bill's never calling anyhow. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, Spencer doesn't know that. I mean, there's I guess an off chance that Bill has a hand like Jack, the Jack of clubs, like Jack X clubs, and maybe has busted clubs, then went backward jacks. Might have some sort of weird. No, there's nothing else he has. Nah, it's usually busted clubs or nothing. Sometimes you get lucky and the guy's got the Jack of clubs.
Yeah, so Bill was just saving a little face there. Spence, been waiting so long for that hand. Man, it was so bad. I was almost thinking Bill. I was like, Bill's gonna totally spike this gutter ball. Like 6 is coming, 6 incoming. I would have like bet on it. I don't care what my odds are. I would have bet on it. I mean, like, it's coming. It's coming. Was he like 6%? It's totally coming.
So Spence gets a little back.
Little back. So if you guys are just tuning in here, catching the tail end of this, the whites are hundreds, the greens are 25s, and the reds are 5s. And we are giving out pocket pairs non-stop here. We got some jacks for Jake over here in seat 9. There we go. We got our new shooter coming in.
The fish one, or the fish, yeah, I would probably be more inclined to min-raise there. Min-raise or jam. I mean, putting in all your stack like that, you're always so strong when you do that.
Yeah,
I would think, like, if your opponent does have a bluff, I mean, he's not calling anyway, but you might induce someone to lose their mind if you min-raise.
I like it. Inducing somebody to lose their mind. Just, can we get a little loco, a little crazy here?
You can't bluff call, but you can re-bluff.
So we have our mystery hand, our new shooter here. Look at this flop. Ace, Queen, King.
It's so hard for them to have a jack there that you're never getting paid.
So we got
get someone to lose.
We got 2 mystery hands. Extra super duper mystery for Bill. Ace, Queen, 2 pair for Kelly. Jacks wakes up with a draw to Broadway if a 10 peels off. Oh, Jared has the same Ace, Queen. Whee! Let's see what Bill has. Bill's out of here is what Bill has.
Jared bets 125 with his 2 pair. Kelly G is going to check shove her 2 pair. And at that price, Jared's never folding.
6 peels off and 5 peels off. Chop, 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 chop.
Chop it up.
Is that? We can't see the hand. Is mystery hand? Are you guys playing that? Is that real? No, sometimes they don't like to put their cards in the readers. You gotta crack the whip a little bit.
On the bright side, Kelly did not get drawn out on.
I know.
Like,
she's just like, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, she's from losing to tying.
So those stacks, healthy game. Looks like well over 10K on the table at this point. Yeah, this game shaped up. I feel like the first hour and a half was warm up, and the next hour and a half was game on.
It got really real.
Game on, guys.
Riggs88, if we haven't said already, welcome to the chat. And now Spencer. Bullets.
Ask the 8-bullet question for you. Yes, you will. Looking good.
And we love it.
Spencer with some bullets coming in. So we got Jake over here, race to 60. Spencer's gonna.
That's a big 3-bet.
Yeah, that's a. I have a large hand. Hit me with a big metaphorical truck.
Spencer, 3-bets to 250, take down the pot.
He'll take it. He said, guys, I've seen aces get snapped so many times, and it's not going to happen right now. Bring it. Always an action game. Yeah, like 11, 12K out there. Solid.
I just saw a J-Mac in the background.
I did. He was checking out that 816 Omaha game right behind
I
it.
think he's in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure you click that heart and subscribe. It's always good times, always juicy pots, always crazy action. If you're anywhere local, even if you're not, come on out to Sacramento, hang out. It's always good times.
Smash up this game.
Yeah, great food, classy staff. Except for me and Jake, we don't count. We're not classy.
Yeah, no, not at all. We're coarse, we're crude, but we're here.
Classless. We show up.
Yeah.
It's the only reason we got the job.
Present. So Jared makes it 75 to go. AC to clubs. Queen 4 Dewey.
Yeah, Queen 4 Dewey. Whiffs to everybody. JA with the mystery hand here.
Rondo, only one way to prove it, brother. Get down here.
Yeah, come on
Let's see
down.
it.
Thanks, ASOC. Appreciate it, man. JA with the mystery hand. Oh, there we go. Queen Jack, top pair. And that bet is going to get through. Taking it down. Yeah, solid action on this table.
Barrels.
Barrels on barrels on barrels. Oh, Tone Loke is in here. What's up? Any idea how many players we get for the Tuesday night tourney?
100.
About 100, right?
100 plus, I think.
100 some change, yeah, for sure. I know, you come on down. What time does it start? 6, right? Something like that?
6:30.
I think it starts 6:30, and generally if you're going to come on down, you're going to win it. I think it's probably going to take you till about midnight or 1. It's generally when people end up chopping it up. VG Haunted, all of the cards have little RFID chips in them, and when they lay them on those little diamond shapes in front of each of the players, that feeds the information to our computer, which feeds it back to us, which feeds it to your screen. I mean, Jake is psychic. That's what I mean. Right now, I think our bad beat, too, is sitting at over
36K?
Oh, just 36,000. Come on down.
36K for any quads beat.
That's why I say I'm not greedy. I'll take table share. I like free money.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna fold all the way to Reggie's button.
This is like the first actionless hand we've had in like so long.
Don't worry, we got raised to 75 from James.
Commentators are live. How do they know? We're definitely not alive.
And
Barely alive.
I'm dead inside.
We're running off energy drinks and coffee. Rondo, come on down, man. You know what? We do spread some larger games too that we stream as well. You'll see us streaming a 510, a 1025. What was a 1025 we had? Was it a 1025 50?
1025 50.
1025
That had $100 straddles or
$10
double straddles.
1025 50 100 double straddle. Good lord. Fantastic. That was when we had JC Tran and everything else in there. Love it.
Rondo, we'd love to have you, brother. Get down here.
Call the concierge and hop on down. Or just drive that bet. You'll get here quickly.
She probably didn't drive the bet tonight. Not with the weather.
And no, not with the weather. Not tonight. No, not tonight. I drove the giant SUV so I can drive over the bets. Jack 9-3 here. Couple of hearts. J.A. spikes a jack. We got Bill.
And Bill just fires out with a 3.
Deuce 3. Here it is. Here's my stack.
I've got a pair.
Let me show you guys. Here
Suck
it is.
it.
Boom. He put his nut low. It's good.
No, any quads beat is the bad beat qualifier. Any quads. Quad ducks.
And it doesn't have to be a pocket pair. Just both cards play, right?
Just both cards play. They hit it twice in one, about a month ago. They hit it twice in 1 week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, insane. We just give away a lot of money here.
free money. Whee!
Yeah, the house loved that.
They love it. They're like, guys, could you stop hitting it, please?
Yeah,
Please?
okay. Yeah, any quads.
Action Bill in the house.
Rondo, I don't think anyone's saying there's anything against you. We just don't know you. And I think the best way for us to get to know you is to get you on the stream. Let's go.
We offer free money here at Stone, so come on down.
I mean, if everything you're saying is true, I don't know where you're at, but it's got to be worth the little travel.
Rondo for Stones 2016. I love our chat. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Always a good time with you guys.
Where are you at, Rondo? What do you play at? I know you play online, but how far out of the Sacramento or California are you?
So King 6 here on the flop. Looks like some checks around over to James, who's going to fire 100, I think. $1.25. Bill's going to make the call with nothing, but he's going to get that queen. He sure is. And now Bill's going to check, and James is going to check behind him. Deuce on the river. Bill's going to play it safe and check again. James knows the only... Pot's at 500. James knows the only way he can take this pot down is going to be by betting. And he's just going to kind of say, hey, I hope my ace-high is good, and it's no good.
Bill tables a queen, 6 on the pot.
And honestly, I think James is kind of replaying, why'd you call my flop
I
bet?
was probably going to push you all around.
Did you hear Bill? Did you hear Bill? I was like, I was probably going to push you all in. I was probably going to push you all in.
But we've seen Bill float with absolute air before. And I mean, it's possible we like players will complain about like, oh my god, this guy floated me with queen 3, blah blah blah, buried a queen, and he got there. But we have no problem complaining about that when we lose. But on the other side, we love that though. You gotta, step back and not be results oriented, and love that like, some guy is floating with queen 3.
Yeah.
On a king, was it king 5?
King 6 king. King 6.
Yeah. We love it.
We love it until you get there every time.
I still love it. I love the pain.
I know
We're
you.
all masochists.
I'm never going to raise 75
I love you talking about looking at his cards. I feel like we're about to just turn this game into no peeky.
So Jared is gonna 3-bet the button with the queen jack off, and James says James gonna 4-bet. Ace 9.
Bill's swinging out here.
Or no, it might have been a 20 little straddle, which is an open. Oh, sorry, James open. Jared flatted. No, Jesus, I'm gonna lost in all the action.
Lots of money. Deuce 4 jack. Let's see what.
Three-way action.
Top pair for Jared here. Oh, our chat kills me. I just love that we have Funky Cole Medina Tone Loke joining in. Always good times. And Jared firing the 190 gets through. First pot for Jared, I believe. Welcome.
Easy game. It kills me in the chat, like, everyone in the chat's a critic. Everyone's, like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that, like everyone's an expert.
Yeah.
But as soon as someone else in the chat says, oh yeah, I'd crush this game, everyone like is like attacking, like, oh no, you kick rocks. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, like, don't you guys realize that you're all doing the exact same thing, everything that you're critiquing, anyone else's play?
We love it. It is
You're
fun
all
to,
saying that
it
you
is
would-
fun to watch,
yeah.
though. It is fun to watch.
It is.
All right, ace 6 jack here coming down. Couple of spades. J.A. spikes
yeah.
the set.
Typo.
It must be a minimum. We did not make that magical banner, but I'm assuming if you come in, you're going to get some free breakfast.
Ryan 007, you know I don't mean you. You're perfect.
We crush hopes and dreams in pots here at Stones. 10 of diamonds peels off here. So right now we got Jake with the gunshot straight draw.
And spades.
And spades. Lots of outs for Jake here. 8 outs at the top. And guys, those are calculated, those are true outs, so if somebody had folded for, say, a spade or a king, that wouldn't show up there, that would actually take that out. So that is literally the outs remaining in the deck.
Jake makes a call.
And that's
Quad sixes.
Gonna work. 2 pair, 6s and 6s. Ayah! 4 of them. He missed everything. Where's the spade board pair for super action?
And we have no fold equity, and so we can bluff.
I have all the 6s. Is that good? Shitty Andy, welcome to the chat.
How come every time it's quads or nothing, it's always quads?
I know. I'm the worst.
Remember that time we put all nine? You know? I was up. You were up a little.
Guys, you want to come on down and play, you want to get your money in, check out that Stones app right there. You can see a live look at our game list of what's going on, what games we're running. You can get on the wait list remotely, all sorts of good stuff.
J.A. hasn't even finished stacking his chips, and now he picks up ace-king.
Must be nice. And J.A. has actually been one of those players who's been relatively patient a lot of this stream. I mean, really, he hasn't been involved in a whole lot of pots, but when he has been...
He had the one hand where he opened jam the jacks into Jake, which that was actually the pot that really crippled Jake for his big comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake was down a lot until he just swung up big time. 4, 5, 10 here, couple of hearts.
Big flop for James.
Yeah, hard draw for James, huge. With a pair. Open-ended for Bill here, so I'd say we'll see some action from him. Hashtag
Fire.
chips.
Bill makes a call.
Thanks for chiming in, Andy. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching.
7 of spades brings the second flush draw to the board. Do we check raise here? Checks over to Bill. He's got no showdown value with 3 high. He's going to bet.
Bill's reaching chips. He's in.
We know James isn't folding.
Pot's at 330. Looks like Bill was going for at least 200. No, almost 200. 160. 205. 205.
Raffle. And James, there it is. There's the check shove. And I love it.
And is Bill asking for a count here? I think he did ask for a count. I mean, 3%.
Reagan K Force, welcome to the chat.
I feel like Bill's been at 3% a few times tonight and nailed it 50% of the time.
And Bill is, okay, it's only 500 to call. You gotta worry about if your bill is, if you can, an ace or a 6 comes and it's a heart, it might not be any good. But for that to be true, you have to specifically put your opponent on 4x of hearts, or 7x of hearts. If that's not the case, which even though we know it is, it's less likely to be the way this hand was played out. All your deuces and all your aces and all your 6s should be live for you. That said, we're still not getting the right price. And Bill correctly throws it away. Dude, the way the hand played
Yeah, he literally has 1 out because we know the other outs. We know that this. I mean, it's just like, yeah.
Show the top one.
It's hard for James to have a pair and a heart draw, even though we know that's what we did have. The way the hand played out, Bill's our team more likely going to have sets and over pairs. So like even then, that Bills, all of Bills, aces and sixes should be live, but we're still not getting the right price, and we just fold.
Wow, guys.
What a stream.
I would say that you
What a
guys,
mess.
yeah, that escalated quickly in all the right ways.
We saw Jake, I think he bought in for about $1,000, whittle all the way down to 300.
Yeah, or lower, yeah.
Yeah, and then run that all the way back up to 3,700.
Yeah, killed
What
it.
a roller coaster!
Absolutely
game.
killed. And Bill, I mean, like I said, I wish we could grab his chip stack, man. Bing, bing, bing,
3,500
bing,
down
bing.
to like what 12, 13.
Oh, yeah, it's
back up to 25.
It's
like,
the
just
craziest
nuts.
amounts. And poor Nick. I mean, Nick C was just running. He was running like lawn at the last
it was
game. He was
bad.
just like, dude, how bad can I run here?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll go back and watch stream. I think there'll just be some spots, that he'll want back. But as it is, I mean, nothing you can do when the deck's just running over you like that, or you get
And you know, and even Spencer took a pretty crappy beat early on, and then walked it off, came back with a stack of $100
Reloaded.
chips, and said, "Let's do this right."
Get my money back.
Yeah, so I love it. All in all, it shaped up to be a really sweet game. So everybody,
mess.
thanks for joining us. It was super awesome. Make sure you click the heart and subscribe. Let me see what we've got going on Wednesday here. We have with Val.
510.
No, it's a 1-3 with Val and Jake.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
For those of you who are new to the stream, the 1-3 plays off the chain. Don't let the stakes fool you.
Yeah, don't discount it. Trust me. The 1-3s get juicy quick, especially when they're barreling wine.
And we usually are.
It's true. Bottles and bottles.
Right on, guys. So yeah, tune in Wednesday for our 1-3 no limit hold'em. Also, download the app, put yourself on the list, get in the game, and barrels.
To it. Barrels on barrels. Cool, guys. See you soon.
Good night.